is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
All right, how's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and my music just stopped. Let me go ahead and rebalance that a little bit. All right, that's where we're good. We are looking beautiful. We're looking pretty. How we doing tonight, Chad? How we feeling? How we rocking? It's Game 5 Stanley Cup Finals between the Florida Panthers and Edmonton Oilers. Taking a look, we are ready for some fun sport tonight. And taking a look as well, we'll watch the scores of live games as they go on. So let me go ahead here real quick, and actually I know how to use last on the remote now. Let me actually go ahead and queue up the Pirates game as the other one, so I can just go exit and go back in between the Pirates and the hockey game. So let me have a little. Oh no, Pirates play at 9 tonight. Okay, interesting. We'll go ahead and queue that up real quick. Oh, the Riverhounds are playing. They're playing in the USL Championship Soccer. Huh. That's fun. I went to one of their games a couple years ago. Really fun experience there. This is in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's in Pittsburgh. Huh. Now let me test this. If I hit exit. Oh my gosh, it works. It works. This is awesome. So yeah, we're ready to go. Looking forward to a fun game tonight. Let me go ahead and just check. All right. But yeah, so we're looking forward to what's going to be a good game. Again, Edmonton with all the momentum in the series right now after a critical, massive comeback that we have not seen recently in the Stanley Cup Finals. Last time we saw that was when the Canes pulled it off in 06 and they went on to win the Cup. So again, right here, the Oilers did something that was very difficult to do. All right, perfect. But yeah, the Oilers went and did something that was very hard to do in the Stanley Cup Finals. Teams that have done this in the past have gone on to win. So, let's go Oilers, baby. Let's fracking go. Let's fracking go, boys. Let's make it happen. Oh, man. I'm feeling hyped after that. I am feeling hyped. So yeah, we are ready to fracking go and get it. Let me go ahead and take a look at my my NHL bingo card for tonight, because the card is active. That is an interesting one. Interesting card. And I believe it's still going to be, what's his name in goal tonight? Pickard. Oilers goalie tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Pickard. Yeah, Oilers starting Pickard. All right. And I think the Oilers were playing a lot better with Pickard. Do I think that Stuart Skinner deserved to be pulled? Not necessarily. Again, a lot of the goals were not Skinner's fault. They were just a result of poor play up front in front of him. And, you know, he was just a victim of circumstance. Whereas with Pickard in net, the Oilers have played a lot better. They've played a lot more consistent up front. They've been rallying around Pickard. So, again, I really think that the Oilers are playing better with Pickard, but I don't think the fault was Stuart Skinner's. So, we'll have to see how that plays out for tonight. But again, I'm anticipating a good game. I'm anticipating to see the Oilers fight hard, you know, come out to a blazing start. We could see the Oilers with a lead after the first period for once, which I don't believe we've seen in the series yet. I don't think Edmonton's taken a first period lead into the locker room. I could be wrong. Maybe, game one, they got a quick goal and then gave up two shortly thereafter, and then had to come back late. So yeah, no. The Oilers have not held a lead. Unless I'm mistaken, they have not held a lead going into the locker room at the end of the first period, which is crazy that the series is tied despite that fact. Like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Edmonton, again, they're playing a lot better with Pickard in net. It's not the fault of Pickard. It's not the fault of Stuart Skinner. It's just the team is playing a lot better, and it's inexplicable to me. You know, like they didn't make any changes, fundamental changes. Yeah, they put Evander Kane down to the fourth line, which was important because Kane thought the goal of hockey was to spend as much time in the penalty box as possible. That's got to change. If that don't change tonight, the Oilers are done for. So, ultimately, that's going to be the big thing, is can the Oilers stay out of the sin bin early? If they don't, then Florida's going to run away with this game again. If they can, then Edmonton's got a chance to play some hockey here and play solid. So, meanwhile, if you guys are checking out the stream, over there in the chat, we got a little poll going on. Who do you think's winning the game? Easy question. Who's winning Game 5? Florida, Edmonton? I'm sure if you're here, you got an opinion on that. So go ahead and leave that there. And let me go ahead and actually unpin this message. And let's see, what do we want to put as our pin message for the rest of the game? I don't know. We'll figure something out. Let's figure something out for sure. So let me just check a couple of things here. There we go. Oh man, but yeah, again, this should be a very good, close game between two teams that are both fighting for everything. Edmonton turned this series from a best of 5 to a best of 3. And who knows, after next game, it could become a best of 1, single game elimination. I hope not. I want this game. I want the Oilers to win this game and win Game 6 so that we're here. Let's see here. The pin message should be, will the Oilers overcome the curse? Oh my gosh. The curse was broken last stream when the Oilers won in overtime. It was broken at that moment. Oh, y'all are back on it with the curse again. Ay caramba. Although I shouldn't have expected anything different from Yins. Oh, man. But yeah, we're rocking. We're rolling. Having a grand old time. New vlog up earlier today as well. I've been really feeling rejuvenated since doing that series. Again, you know, last night I got to editing that vlog. And like, bro, I started at like 12 a.m. thinking, okay, I'll put in maybe half an hour of work of editing. I look down at my clock and it's 2:30 in the morning and I've edited the whole thing. I'm like, oh, I gotta sleep. Sleep is important. Especially because I found out last minute that I can stream coverage tonight. Kind of a bit of a situation. You'll see that when we go into the vlog. You'll see what happened. If Yins are watching up on it. But yeah, we found out kind of last minute. The curse will not even be dented until the Oilers win a damn game in regulation. Bro, I believe we were here when Edmonton won a game in regulation. It wasn't in the finals. It was in the finals. Not the Stanley Cup Finals, but in the Western Conference Finals. I'm pretty sure we were here for an Oiler win. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure we were. I'm almost certain we were. So, oh man. But yeah, we are ready to fracking go tonight. Alright, let me go ahead and just do a couple of things here. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright. Oh, we got a bot! First bot of the night! That's the first bot! Let's go, Oilers! Let's go, Oilers! Let's go, Oilers! Let's fracking go, boys! Let's bring home another dub! Let's fracking get it, boys! Come on! Something went click. Oh. Isn't my... Oh, I know what that is. That's a key. That's a key. That's kind of important. So, we're ready to go, though. 4 overtime periods, 4 games played. Will we get a 5th overtime period today? Hey, caramba, if we do, I swear, if we do, we're getting spoiled. We are getting absolutely spoiled with playoff hockey right now. And this is the way that series was going to be. We knew that from the start. The first game was showing that this was going to be a series that would be tough fought like this. And you make some mistakes. You don't make mistakes, though. Don't you make mistakes. The other guy make mistakes. Sorry, but Bobrovsky was walking down the tunnel, and I wanted to cheese him a little bit. So here we go. The Oilers getting ready to take the ice. No link. No link. Uh-oh. There we go. That's the second time that's happened tonight. That is the second time that has happened tonight. Let me go ahead and move that away because I'm getting a little loud and rambunctious tonight. So here we go. Draisaitl again, though, really being the saving grace of this team right now. Draisaitl has scored both overtime game winners for the Oilers. One in game 1 and one in game 4. I mean, absolutely beautiful shot. So, again, Leon Draisaitl, if the Oilers win the cup, Leon Draisaitl is my pick to take the Conn Smythe. Because he has been absolutely critical during these playoffs. Like, during these finals, Draisaitl has been the driving force for this team. So, 2 overtime goals in the last 10 games. And let's fracking get it, boys. We are ready to rock and roll. First period of action getting ready to get underway here in about a couple minutes. Oh, man. Taking a look at Aleksander Barkov as well. Having himself a series. Oh, man. Got the energy going in. Got the energy flowing from that drink. And we're gonna fracking get it tonight. Ooh, I can do that. Okay, boom. All right. There we go. So just had to update a couple of things there, and bada bing, bada boom. What a surprise! We're ready to go. So they're getting ready. They're on the lines, going through the starting players. Once again, Calvin Pickard is in net for Edmonton tonight. Big change, big shakeup at the starting goaltender position. Last 3 games of the series, it was Stuart Skinner. Skinner got pulled game 3 for Pickard. Didn't really save the game, but Pickard did play a little bit better. The Oilers played better with Pickard. And then again in game 4, Stuart had a bit of a shorter leash. Skinner had a shorter leash. He got pulled after the first period, in between periods. Came out with Pickard, and the Oilers played better. Again, I think that really Pickard was a victim of circumstance. Skinner was a victim of circumstance, not Pickard. Pickard was given the opportunity based off of circumstance. But it was not on Skinner, a lot of these goals. It wasn't Skinner's fault that the Oilers thought the goal of hockey was to spend time in the sin bin. It wasn't Skinner's fault that the Oilers thought that hockey was defined as the U.S. Open and scoring less goals than your opponent results in winning. You know, that was not Skinner's fault. Again, Skinner didn't have a good defense in front of him, and the Oilers just were not playing well in front of him. Whereas with Pickard in net, they have played a lot better. They've been a lot more consistent. They've looked a lot better. Let's go ahead and check here. We are ready to go. Oh boy, we got a bot. Bot number 2. Bot number 2. Go ahead and update that bot counter, shall we? All right. So we'll see. You know, I gotta make a code to update the bot counter so I can just like press a button and it just updates the counter. Yeah, I gotta do that. Gotta work on that. Let me go ahead and take a look over here as well. I shall look to see what is going on. Oh man. Let's see, where are we looking here? There we go. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom, ready to go. How about you? There we go. Oh man. Now they're doing the Canadian anthem, and again, they don't even have to sing it because everyone in the stands sing it. Cheers. Cheers. We are ready to frickin' get it. Go ahead and make sure if I advance. Okay, I am good. I am good. If I hit exit. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we are ready to frickin' get it. Taking a look as well, we're going to be watching up here for some baseball as the Pirates will be playing at 9 p.m. tonight. And again, I am looking to try to go to a Pirates game, I think pretty soon. I think maybe next Sunday we might be going to a Pirates game. So that'll be just a game day vlog. That day's vlog will just be pretty much a game day vlog. So we'll see what happens. I actually need to reach out to someone, make sure we're still good to go. But yeah, we are ready for the first period action. So again now, in Rogers Place in Edmonton, the Oilers are fighting for it in Game 5. So let's fracking get it, boys. Let's go, Oilers. I don't have an orange towel to wave, but I'm not going to wave my shorts in front of you. So yeah, let's go. Brian Boucher, the Boosh, up in the box in between the benches. And Pickard getting the start once again. He is on his 6th team in 10 NHL seasons, 4th goalie in Oilers history with a 7-game win streak in the postseason, and the 6th goalie in NHL history to win a Stanley Cup final game in relief. Now he gets the start. Let's see what he can do with a full 60 minutes. How can the Oilers play with Pickard? And again, they have been looking a lot better with Calvin in net, so I am looking forward to seeing what this game has to hold. The Oilers have been playing a lot more disciplined with him him in net. They've been playing a lot better defense with him in net. So again, I'm just looking forward here as we get close, just sheer seconds away from puck drop. So here we go. The Oilers going to win the opening draw here and go in and send the puck into Bobrovsky. Puck's going to be taken back behind the net. The Panthers are going to try to advance it through the neutral zone. And it goes right past. Here's a race for the puck on the near side. Oh no, Panthers with a chance, not able to get it home. All right, now back in behind. That was Rodriguez on the chance, by the way. Puck now back in behind the net. Sam Bennett goes down, tries to find somewhere to go. Puck goes loose, and they're racing for the puck. Here comes a chance. The Oilers on an offensive chance. Shot! Ooh! Great glove save. That was a great glove save by Bobrovsky. That was a quick end-to-end rush. Who was that? That was number 28. I don't think I have him. I don't have him on my card. Yeah, I don't. But a great shot. That was Brown on the shot. Gloved by Bobrovsky on the wrister. So here we go. An offensive end face-off for the Oilers. And the Panthers are going to win it with Forsling sending it the other way. Back out the outside through the neutral zone. And the Oilers will take it back to the defensive end. Moving up now, trying to dump it the other way. And Bobrovsky going to play it behind the net after waving off the icing. Back over to the far side. Panthers moving it the other way. Wing to wing, trying to move it. Forsling trying to go into the zone. Dumps it in, back in behind Pickard. Back to the outside. And that was someone who falls down the far side. Back to the near side. That was Barkov that fell for the record. And the puck gets dumped right back on in. Back behind Pickard. The Oilers going to try to send it out. Wallman sends it around to the near side. And the Oilers are trying to flip it up in. Goes back into the offensive zone, back behind Bobrovsky. And the Panthers will take back over. Here comes Lindell, trying to find a way, going to dump it around. Back again behind the net they go. The Oilers trying to find somewhere to go with it, going to send it out the other way. Here comes a chance, bit of a rush, going to flip it high, but the Panthers, Marchand, going to cut it off. Now it goes back into the defensive end. The Oilers trying to get possession, a race for the puck on the boards ensuing. And the Oilers are going to take it out the other way, trying to send it to the neutral zone. They will. But it gets pushed back into the offensive end. Oilers taking it back out the other way. And it goes back behind Bobrovsky for an icing. All right, so a minute 42 in, and we've had an incredible shot on goal. The goal location is Bobrovsky right over the glove hand. Right over his glove hand. If you're going to shoot on Bobrovsky, you want to shoot on his high left side. He has let up 8 goals in the Stanley Cup Finals there. Let up 1 in the 5-hole and 5 off the other shoulder. None on the legs. But here we go. The Oilers going to send it out after the icing. And it goes loose. Here comes a race for the puck. And it's going to be kept around by Seth Jones. Dumping it around to the near side. And the Panthers are going to try to take it the other way. The Oilers, though, fighting. Come on, get that puck out of there. It's going to go back in behind. Nico Mikkola wing to wing in the defensive end. Back to Mikkola. Trying to dump it up now. And a race for the puck at center ice is going to ensue, but the Panthers will take it over with Seth Jones. Going to dump it in. I believe that was Connor Verhaeghe back in behind the net. And the Oilers are trying to send it out, wing to wing, but the Panthers are going to take back possession. Now here goes Verhaeghe, passing wing to wing, unable to get it. A shot off the side, blocked off Pickard. And the Oilers trying to send it back the other way. They will. Here comes a chance, 2-on-1. McDavid shot. No! It was a pass shot deflection, couldn't put it in. Great chance by the Oilers. Again, another offensive opportunity. But now the Oilers back in behind the net, trying to see what they can do with it. Wait, going for a line change, it looks like, for Edmonton. And here we go. The Oilers trying to send it out the other way. Here comes a race into the offensive end as the Panthers are trying to desperately get it out of their defensive zone. And a fight for the puck is going to result in Florida getting the possession. Going the other way, dumps it in. And goes back in behind the net. Now the contested puck on the far side corner. The Oilers, though, going to take it back behind their net on the near side. Trying to go out through center ice. Going to dump it in, but it's taken right over by the Panthers. Going to send it in. That was Kulikov with the puck, dumping it out the other way. And a battle for the puck is ensuing now. Going to go center ice, where Mikkola going to dump it back out to the outside again. Back on over to Mikkola. Going around, working his way with the puck. Dumps it around the outside. And it goes out of play. All right. So there we go. We are rocking and rolling here, folks. And if you guys are enjoying the content, enjoying the videos, don't forget to go ahead and smash like and subscribe, as it does help me out. Oh, excuse me. A whole lot. Let me actually do that. Go ahead and do that. That's going to be the pinned comment. There we go. Or pinned message, I should say. So here we go. Back in behind the net. Here comes Matthias Ekholm. Going to dump it out the outside. And offside. Never mind. Offside. That is not what we wanted to see. So here we go. Edmonton trying to send it up now. Let's see what they can do. Florida's 4-check chances of series. Oh, man. 21-6 for 4-check chances in favor of Florida. But so far, it's 3-3. Here we go. Battle for the face-off, and it's going to be won by Florida. Trying to send it the other way, and Forsling going to have it deep, almost as deep as the net. Gonna send it out now. Marchand working the other way. Here comes an odd-man rush for Florida. Shot! It's going to be gloved by Calvin Pickard. Great glove save by Calvin. All right, so here we go. Calvin Pickard rocking and rolling, ready to go. Let's get it. Let's frickin' get it, boys. So here we go. 16 minutes left in this first period. The Oilers now going to lose the faceoff in the defensive end. And here comes a chance for Florida. Oh, got to get it out of there. Back behind the net. Oh, man, there might be a... Nope, no delayed penalty for tripping, thankfully. And a chance shot on the rebound. Not able to get home. But another chance. It's going to be deflected off bodies before it gets to the net. So battling for the puck here. Edmonton trying to get it out, but Forsling keeps it in. Back behind the net. That's Lundell. Out to the outside, and now it's going to go the other way for Edmonton. 2-on-2, but it's going to be deflected by Florida. And here comes Marchand working his way into the zone. Passing around. Let's see. Trying to find some help. Goes to the back zone to Forsling. Forsling going to send it in. Not going to get home. And it goes out of the zone. So now Florida having to back off. Wait for everyone to change out. And going to dump it back in behind the net. Where the Oilers are going to try to get possession and establish something. But a chance by Schmidt. Not going to get home. And we got another bot. We got another bot. That's bot number 3. And now back in behind Bobrovsky. The Oilers trying to get that puck. Chance! There's chance again! No! That was about as close as you're going to get on Bobrovsky. Wow. That was an incredible shot. Bobrovsky falls on his butt. And they still can't get it in. So now going the other way. Dumping it back behind Bobrovsky. Edmonton once again playing aggressive. Playing confident. This is what we needed to see out of Edmonton in the quick opening minutes. 3-1 scoring chances favoring them so far. And Edmonton taking it the other way. Here comes another shot. Another chance. McDavid trying to work, but 3 men on him, not able to go anywhere. The Oilers, though, trying to take it away, but can't. And Florida going to move it the other way through the neutral zone. Here comes Aleksander Barkov back out to the outside. Shot! Not going to get home. Let's go. Let's go. Looking back at that sequence of events, Bobrovsky sends it out. Gets around to the outside. A chance going in on Barkov. Barkov trips. Puck goes out. And again, just could not punch it in. Wow. Great athleticism there by Bobrovsky to keep that puck out of the net. We don't like it, but incredible, incredible athleticism. Looking at Jonah Gajkovic, who was instrumental on that last push by Edmonton. Now a defensive end face-off for the Oilers, and they're going to win it. Back behind the net, trying to dump it around the near side. Schmidt battling for that puck, and wins it, but it does go out of the zone. Edmonton trying to take it over, but can't. And it's going to be offside. All right. Offside or out of play, one of the two. Meanwhile, taking a look, we do have a poll right over there in the chat. So if you have not voted in that poll already, make sure you do. Who's winning Game 5? Simple question. I'm sure you have an opinion if you're here. We are favored 3-1 in favor of the Oilers right now, it looks like. And here we go. Florida going to win the draw. Back to Forsling in the defensive end. It was a center ice faceoff. And the puck's going to be dumped in back behind Pickard. Going to send it out to the outside. Back to the near side. Moving up vertically. The Oilers trying to get it out of there. They do, but it's in the neutral zone contested. They send it back to the defensive end. Trying to find somewhere else to go. Another lane of attack. They do, but Florida takes it back over in their defensive end. Schmidt with the puck now trying to find somewhere to go. Moves it up to the outside. Going to dump it in for Florida. And Pickard with the puck. Going to send it back behind his own net. Trying to find somewhere to go, though. It looks like the Panthers are going to try to get it out, but the Oilers take it over. Here comes a chance. If they have the speed, it's 3-on-2. Passing wing to wing, and it's not going to get there. Goes wide. Oh, man. Battle for the puck now on the far side. Schmidt fighting hard for it. The Oilers trying to get it, but they... goes out of play. Goes out of play on that one. But again, Edmonton is doing exactly what we needed them to do. They are playing aggressive. They're playing fast. They're playing quick. They're doing everything right. They are doing everything right now. So, go ahead and take a look here at a couple of things as we're rocking and rolling. All right. But yeah, right now we are ready to roll here in the first period. Edmonton again just playing everything right now. They're doing what they got to do. They are looking a lot better. They're looking a lot more like the team that played the first game instead of the last two games. So, I think that 3-goal comeback, come from behind win on Thursday was a huge spark of motivation for this team. They're playing like a team that's not dead in the water. They're playing like a team that is, contesting everywhere they go. They're playing incredible. Like, they are, again, just playing some of the best hockey I've seen this team play since the finals started. So, again, it really looks like the Oilers got to regroup after that come from behind victory. They're playing a lot more like the Oilers we expected them to play like. This is what we expected more out of the series, not the blowout in Game 3. But yeah, we are getting close to the Oilers fighting here for a good win. I mean, again, Edmonton playing quick on the forecheck, playing aggressive, doing everything they gotta do, creating chances. They've had, like, I guess 4 or 5 offensive opportunities so far. So Florida is really only maybe 1 or 2. So Edmonton is really being dominant in that regard, and now they have a good chance here. Offensive zone face-off. Hyman is out for the entire series, so he's not on the bench, but he is up in a box supporting his Oilers. That's what we want to see. And Edmonton trying to get that get the puck off the drop, but they can't. Puck goes all the way back. So here we go, moving out to the outside. He did have wrist surgery, Zach Hyman, so it was a wrist injury. That hit, it didn't look like much of a hit, too, which is kind of the scary thing. But the Oilers trying to find somewhere to go. Back around to the outside, battle for the pucks ensuing. Florida maybe getting it. No, Edmonton going to get it on the near side board. Here comes a chance. And Matthias Ekholm going to go to the outside. Back to Ekholm. Shot! Not going to get home wide of the net. And the Panthers are going to send it right back out. Marchand now working with Lundell in a 2-on-2. In the offensive zone. Shot! Nice save at the goal. At the breadbasket. By Calvin Pickard. What an incredible save there by Calvin. Let's fracking go, boys. We are rocking it tonight. We are looking good. We're looking incredible. Pickard just, man. Nice save there. He cradled it. Stops the puck dead in its tracks. Man. So here we go. 12.5 to go in the first period. And we got a bot. It's 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 a bot. So Edmonton now with a defensive end face-off. Here they go. The Oilers trying to fight hard here for a big Game 5 win to go back to Florida with the lead. And Florida, though, going to keep the puck in the neutral zone, sending it into the offensive end. Battle for the puck now is going to on the far side boards, back to the far side corner. Florida trying to get a quick little cheeky goal out of this here, but the puck goes loose to the near side. Battle for the puck again, McDavid in that scrum. No, it's not McDavid, my bad. It is someone else. But going to send it out to the outside. Back to the near side. That was Ekblad over to 13. Out to the outside. No, not going to go wide. Verhaeghe battling for the puck with Bouchard. Now goes to the outside. Back to the back of the zone. There's someone and sending out to the outside. Back to the near side. Schmidt battling for that puck again. Back behind the net. The Oilers will take back over, and they're going to send it out. But Florida is going to get back possession. Here comes Aleksander Barkov trying to get around. Reinhart is there. And it gets to Reinhart, trying to find somewhere where he can go, but it's a battle for the puck. with Bouchard, and Verhaeghe involved in that as well, but the Oilers going to send it out the other way. So here comes a chance, flipping it around, racing to the puck on the far side, or near side corner, but Nico Mikkola will get it and tries to take it the other way, which he does. Oilers, though, take over at center ice, passing back around, wing to the near side, trying to move himself vertically, but can't have anywhere to go, so he flicks it in. A chance, not able to get there in time. I believe that was Corey Perry. Shot again! Both of them not able to go in on an empty side of the net. Edmonton keeps it in, and offside. Offside on Edmonton, but again, Edmonton is creating chances. They're fighting for every chance they can. They're being aggressive in the offensive end. They're getting that puck away in the defensive end. They are playing a lot better with Pickard in net. And I don't think that it's because of Pickard. I think it's just because they know that it's go time. And it's just some sort of a mentality difference that they have. Like, we got a different goalie. We got a different mentality. That's what's going on right now with Edmonton, it feels like. So here we go. Edmonton with the puck in the defensive end to the neutral zone. Mattias Ekholm trying to move vertically, dumps it in. Icing? Brother, he was at the red line. I don't know if that was icing, but they called it icing. Brother, I don't think that was icing. I think that he was at the red line, but it is what it is. It's ease, but it's ease. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready here to get some video for the vlog. And it looks like Florida going to take it the other way. Here comes Marchand, a chance, shot. He scores. He scores. 1-0 Florida. Oh boy. Frickin' Marchand. Frickin' Marchand. Go ahead and do this real quick. For the video. Stuff like this. Alright, so now we're recording. Getting a little bit of video for the daily vlog, or the kind of vlog. So hey guys, we are now live. Hopefully that little time lapse helps for you guys see how I do this. I like to showcase some of the behind the scenes stuff when I can. But we're live right now. Chat's over there having fun. And let's just go ahead and cut to a time lapse. Alright, so here we go. Going the other way. Chance is going to be taken away. And Edmonton trying to move the puck out the other way. They're fighting here, battling, Chance trying to get a chance, but Schmidt gonna send it out the other way. And now Florida sending it into their offensive end. Edmonton taking it behind the net, though. They'll have possession in the defensive end. Trying to move it out, and it's gonna be taken away. Here comes the chance, 3-on-2. Trying to find somewhere to go, but nowhere to go for Bennett, as the puck's gonna be out into the neutral zone. So here they go. Oh! Where's the penalty? Bro was just knocked over for no reason. Brother. And we just had 2 bots back to back. It's ridiculous. It's an icing. Come on. Brother, he was out of the play and got trucked. Like, brother. Like, again, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. So here we go. Defensive end face-off for the Oilers. And let's see. Florida going to win the zone draw. Nico Mikkola out the outside. Chance gets sent to Pickard. Not going to get home. Nice save by Calvin. Okay. Looking back at that goal, that was not. Shut up. Shut up with your sunrise show, whatever. Whatever. Let's see what's going with soccer. How are the Riverhounds doing? Oh, what a surprise. The Riverhounds are down. Wait, where is this being held? This ain't Pittsburgh. That's not Pittsburgh's. Yeah, that's Grand Park? I don't know where that is. But that's not Pittsburgh. They play at Highmark Stadium when they're in Pittsburgh. Huh. Oh, this is in Indy. Huh? Indy Jaguars? Yeah, it's Indianapolis. Huh. Okay. Well, that's enough soccer for now. Flipping back and forth while we have a little bit of time. But yeah, right now we are just rocking and rolling. Edmonton, though, they're playing well. The scoreboard says it's 1-0 Florida, but Edmonton is playing well. That one goal, I think, was just a fluke. Marchand broke free and had pretty much anywhere that he wanted to work with. Whereas every other time you turn around, Edmonton is being more aggressive. They're playing more press. They're doing everything they need to do to play right. So, again, Edmonton is playing right. They were just a victim of circumstance there. And there should have been a penalty on Florida, but no, they won't call that. Brother was out of the play and gets slammed down on his back on a tough hit. Like, brother. Ugh. But Florida, 4th straight game scoring first. They've scored first in every game this series except for game 1, when Edmonton had a quick 1-0 lead. So here we go. Edmonton with the puck in the defensive end. Going to try to get it out there, but Florida with a chance. Battle for the puck on the far side. And Edmonton going to get it out of there. Racing for the puck. And the Panthers going to get it out of their defensive end, but a battle for the puck is ensuing. Forsling wing to wing. Trying to find somewhere to go. Edmonton again playing aggressive in their what would be offensive end. But Florida taking it the other way. Verhage out to the outside. That's Barkov with a chance back behind. He can't do anything with it. Back around to the outside. Battle for the puck behind the net. And Barkov goes down. Thankfully, no trip. 2-on-2 chance for Edmonton. Trying to find somewhere to go. Now it's a 4-on-3 favoring Florida. So Edmonton trying to figure out how they can get this puck back in the offensive end. But Florida outnumbering them and going to take it the other way. So here comes a battle. A race to the puck. Oh, boy. Back in the far corner, that's Lundell. Back behind the net now. Kulak involved with that, trying to get it around. And out to the outside, Rodriguez. Now comes Marchand. Roy spanning around to the far side corner. Trying to get it to Mikkola, but can't. Takes a shot, flips up high. Goes to the outside. Bouchard goes down. They're looking, I don't know if they're looking for a penalty or something, but the crowd saw something on that. And Edmonton trying to take it the other way. But it's a battle for the puck on the near side corner with Seth Jones involved for Florida. And let's see, battling for the puck, and Florida going to take it out the other way. Here comes Sam Bennett. Florida has a 3-on-2. Oh, no. 3-on-3 shot. Not going to get home. Goes wide. So here we go. Edmonton now with a chance going the other way. Come on, Edmonton. Draisaitl out to the outside. Here comes a chance. 3-on-4, though. Nowhere to go. Chance shot. Not going to get home, and it doesn't even get to the net. Out to the near side corner. Lostarinen trying to find somewhere to go. Finds the puck. Starts moving vertically. Goes to the outside. Going to dump it in. It's Tkachuk. Goes around the net. So Edmonton now taking it the other way. But Florida intercepts it. Back in. Edmonton takes the puck now. Battle for the puck in the neutral zone. Trying to find out where they can go. Back behind the net. Pickard trying to find someone to go. And he finds the puck out to the outside. Back behind the net again. And here comes Edmonton moving it the other way. Oh, come on. Get it in there. Not able to get it in there, but a chance trying to go around, and it goes out of play. Puck out of play. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Go ahead and take a look at a couple of things here while we have a minute. While we have a minute. The Doer is reviving the Browns, is doing quite well. Quite well. But here we frickin' go. 7.5 to go in the first period. Shots on goal 5-3 in favor of Florida. Edmonton has not been able to generate a shot recently, which is not very good. And Ekblad gonna send it out to the near side. But Edmonton swipes that puck away. Takes it all the way back though. And it goes back behind the net to the near side corner. Battling for the puck. There goes Barkov, back to Forsling. Forsling back to Barkov. Barkov sends in front of the net. Shot! No, goes wide by Reinhart, thankfully. Now Edmonton having a chance to take it the other way, but they're not able to generate the odd man rush, which is killing them right now. Florida with a chance now, 3-on-2. Here comes Barkov to Reinhart. Shot! Not going to go home. Out to the outside corner. Here comes Nico Mikkola, dumping it back behind the net. Reinhart battling, get the puck. Shot by Verhaeghe. Not going to get home. Rebound is going to be covered by Edmonton. Going the other way. Here comes a chance. 3-on-2. 3-on-3. Finding somewhere to pass. Go! What? No goal! Brother, that tinged off the post and it was on the other side of the net. So Florida now going the other way. Seth Jones trying to find somewhere to go. Battle for the puck in the corner. Now out to the outside. Puck goes out of the zone. Edmonton trying to quickly get that puck back, but they can't. Going the other way. Battling for it. Now bringing it back to their defensive end. Florida trying to find somewhere to go. Jones goes wing to wing. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt vertically passes up and gets it into the zone. Goes behind the net. And Edmonton going to take back over. Oh, man. Here we go, back to the near side. Edmonton going up the other way. Dumps it in behind the net, chasing down. McDavid fighting for it. Battle for the puck out on the far side, and Florida's going to take it the other way. But Edmonton intercepts in the neutral zone, going to send it up into the offensive end. Whoa! Brother! Florida can trip Edmonton. They can throw players down. Brother! What in the world is they're letting them play it out, I guess, but still. Oh my gosh. So here we go. Gonna dump it in. Back behind the net. The Oilers trying to get that puck out of there. A brutal hit on the far side. Edmonton taking it the other way. And puck is lost. Florida has possession. Oh my word. Now here comes Florida taking it in the other way. Bennett with a chance. Gets deflected. Out to the outside. Thankfully not even a shot off on that. But Edmonton, Florida takes the puck now. Mikkola going to dump it in. And Edmonton going to take back over in the defensive end. Trying to find where they can go here. And it looks like going the near side is Matthias Ekholm. Back to Bouchard. Back to the outside. Florida is playing. Reinhardt's hitting in there. Trying to generate an opportunity. And Edmonton is going to go for a line change. So here we go. Back out to the outside. Battle for the puck now behind Bobrovsky. Edmonton. Oh, Bobrovsky goes down. Here's your chance. But Edmonton can't get control. Bobrovsky plays the puck, gets knocked down behind the net. That would have been a wide open net, but they couldn't get it. What? They're calling it penalty on Edmonton? Oh, okay, good. It was Seth Jones. Good, it was Seth Jones. I was about to say, how is that a penalty on Edmonton? Yeah, that's interference right there. So Edmonton going on the power play with 4:16 to go in the first period. Let's fracking go, boys. Oh, chat is now behind the power play. That's not what I want to see. Come on. There we go. We got a bot. We keep getting the bots. Bot number 7. All right, let me go ahead and check and make sure it's stopped recording. All right. There we go. We are rocking and rolling tonight. Ugh. And let's get it. Let's get it, Oilers fans. Oh. Down. Brother, what in the world are you doing? All right, I think that's about as close as we're gonna. Let me actually do this here. Get this to live, and I can actually do this in real time. Come on. Oh yeah. Why are you? Come on, I want you to go. Come on, I'm fighting this tooth and nail because I am being picky. I'm being picky. I am being very picky. The hair. There we go. That should be good. Oh, the reason is the chat is low. Ooh, the chat. Here. I think. There we go. So Edmonton on the power play. I'm being picky. I get it. Does it make that much of a difference? I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm being picky because I want to. So here we go. Edmonton with the chance now. In the offensive end. Draisaitl will go out to the outside, and it goes out of the zone. Oh, no. Florida with a chance going the other way. Trying to take it in, and Edmonton thankfully able to shut down that idea. Potentially, maybe? Oh, no. The penalty kill has the puck back behind the net. Oh, a little bit of physical altercation out there. Here we go. Got Nuge, Hopkins, McDavid, Perry, Bouchard, and Draisaitl for the Oilers. On the ice. Battling it in. That is Draisaitl back to the near side. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying to find somewhere to go. Finds Corey Perry. Or Scory Perry. Out to the outside. Battle for the puck. And Florida dumps it out. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see here. Let me check this bottom bar. And McDavid with a chance. Not able to get it home. 50 or a minute remains on the power play by Edmonton. Back in behind Pickard. Edmonton trying to get that puck out of here. Can they do it is the question. Going the other way now. Bouchard gonna dump it in. Back behind Bobrovsky. Battling for the puck is going to be the outside where Florida is gonna send it out the other way. Oh no, here comes a chance for Florida. Oh my gosh, the Oilers are having to play defense on the power play. And a chance is not going to be given as the Oilers break it up, but only 30 seconds remain on the power play. Edmonton has fallen apart as of late in this period. Going the other way, Wallman. And Florida taking it the other way, back behind Pickard. And it stopped. Okay, yeah. We do that, I guess. Sure, this works. I'm being picky because I want to. Yeah, this ain't centered, but screw it. Who cares? So here we go. Florida wins the draw. 13 seconds remain on the power play. Goes back behind. Mattias Ekholm battling. And Barkov fighting to keep that puck from going anywhere. Now Edmonton taking it the other way. 5 seconds remain on the power play. And the puck, Edmonton having it, but they're back to full strength. And goes back in behind the net. All right, so here we go. Going the other way. Edmonton now moving the puck up through the neutral zone, but Sam Bennett intercepts it, moves it in. Here comes a chance for Tkachuk. Shot! Not going to get home. Shot! Oh my gosh, Florida scored. Sam Bennett on the rebound from Tkachuk. Can we, actually play with a lead, please? I don't know what that feels like. What does it feel like to have a lead? I don't know anymore. This is ridiculous. Edmonton cannot get a lead in this series. Brother. This is brutal. Ugh. All right, so here we go. Florida moving it the other way. Gonna send it in. And let's see. Oh. And Florida's heading to the power play because of an Edmonton trip. Wonderful. There we go. That is how I do it. That's how I do it. And then I go ahead and go rename power play home. I'm being picky because I want to be picky. I am very detail oriented. Here comes a chance shot. Not able to get home. Back to the near side. Ekholm. Or not Ekholm, Ekblad. Too many X in this series. Battle for the puck. Ekblad gonna take it on the near side. And back behind the net. Florida trying to take it the other way. And battling for that puck goes to the back part of the zone. The chance gonna send it out to the near side. That was Seth Jones. Back to the near side. Chance for Tkachuk. Not gonna get home. Ekblad with a chance. Not gonna get home again. But Florida keeping it in again. I believe that's for Hagee. No, that's not for Hagee. That is Rodriguez with the puck. Back to Seth Jones. Seth Jones trying to move in, but he can't. Gonna dump it back. Ready to go for Bennett. Back up to Seth Jones. Seth Jones. Back to the middle of the zone. Back to Ekblad. Ekblad back over to Jones. Jones passing. Trying to get it in. Trying to go quick around to the outside. Almost losing the puck. And they will. Puck's going to go all the way back to Sergeant Bob with a minute to go on the power play. And 45 seconds and counting remaining in the period. Here comes Bennett trying to move the other way. And going to move it up successfully with Reinhart. Going to dump it in back in behind the net. Verhaeghe now with the puck. Trying to work behind the net again the other way. And Florida's going to have possession at the top of the zone. 28 seconds remain on the power play. Moving it in. Schmidt takes a shot. Not getting home. Nice save. And Marchand getting involved, a little chippy after the play. Actually, see if I put the empty net's right where I want. So if I move this and temporarily put this as visible. No empty net, no empty net. There is no empty net right now. Oh my gosh, stop it! What is going on? Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? Brother! Brother! Oh, it's locked, that's why. Anyway, here we go. Let me go ahead. No empty net. Puck goes back behind the net. 20 seconds remaining in the period. And the puck goes loose all the way back to Bobrovsky. Gonna have to play it and send it out quick. With 15 seconds remaining in the period, it looks like the Panthers not really too rushed right now. Move it in. And trying to pass around. Chance. Oh my gosh, that would have been a wide open net. Thankfully, it didn't get through. Wrap around is denied. Schmidt with a shot. It's denied. End of the period. And Bennett getting into it a little bit there. Bennett and Wallman. So let's see. Waved them both off. This is taking us to the end of the first period. End of one. So there we go. End of one. Let me go ahead and actually take this message off. Hide user on channel. Properties. Box 8. And let me go ahead and just actually all the way down. And then just put chat below that. And if I put the webcam below that, there we go. That's how we do it. We're working with the working with this while we can as well. And now this is actually a little big. Let me see if I lift this up. There we go. Now that's a little high. A little low. There we go. That is how we do it. There we go. Yeah, I'm being picky. I want to be picky. If I want this to be laid out the way I want it to, I want it to be laid out the way I want it to. So, a little low though over here. There we go. That's better. Now we're actually... maybe. Yeah, because it looks like it's short over here too. Okay, yeah, we're good. Never mind, we're good. But yeah, end of the first. Here we are. Here we sit. And we're having a good old time. All right. We go ahead and do this, that, and check over here. We'll increase that. And we will do that. There we go. I'm going to do a couple of things while we have a second. Okay. So yeah, end of one. Florida's still on the power play. Don't know how I feel about that, but let's see. Oh. See. We're watching a little bit of soccer at the intermission because we got a minute. But right now, Edmonton started the period white hot. Florida adjusted mid-period and they have not looked back. Yeah, that's the problem, is that right now, Edmonton, they completely lost it. They had the game plan going, then after about 8 minutes, after about really 7 minutes, 8 minutes, it just fell apart. They couldn't generate opportunities. They stopped playing as aggressive. We got a bot. I will be back. I'm going to update the bot counter, and then I'll be back. I don't know what just happened up there, but something happened up there. And I kind of want to figure out what happened. So I shall return.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
Alright, so I am back. Turns out there wasn't anything to worry about. They were just watching the service for the end of the, whatchamacallit. And of course the Indy 11 beat the Riverhounds. But yeah, just looking at the way this game is played out, Edmonton is doing, they started out right. They started out right, and then something changed. Something fundamentally changed in the game after about the first 8 minutes. After that, Florida started playing better. They started playing everything right. And ultimately, that's what led to struggle that we're seeing with Edmonton right now. That looks a bit better. This. Move that over there. There we go. And then I can widen this. This. And that looks a lot better. There we go. Just did a little bit of spring cleaning, so to speak. So where is the home? Power play home. And oh, that's the away. Okay, so if I rename one, it renames both. Away. Yeah, that changes them both. Well then. That's not going to get confusing. You know what? Let me actually do this. I'll lock this one so I don't use it. And then I put this below this one. There we go. That's how we're going to do it so we don't overdo things. But yeah, right now, just looking at the way this game is going, Edmonton, they got to get back into the way they were playing in the first 8 minutes. The first 8 minutes were all Edmonton. I mean, they were aggressive in the offensive end. They were aggressive when they were on the defense in the offensive end to get that puck back. They did everything they needed to make sure they got that puck and they had opportunities. And then the last 11 minutes, they didn't get a single shot off. So, again, the thing is that Edmonton needs to get back to that original game plan, get back and play aggressive, play strong, and do everything you need to do. Simple as that. It's plain and simple what Edmonton needs to do. The question is, can they do it? And that I'm not as sold about, because Edmonton, again, loves to play from behind for whatever reason in this series, and we don't like it. So, we'll have to see, but right now I'm just not convinced that we're seeing what Edmonton can really do. And Edmonton, again, just playing super cautious, too. That's the other thing. They just brought up in the broadcast. Big thing to note. Edmonton has been playing... We got a bot. Got a bot. But yeah, Edmonton has been playing very cautious. They've been playing a lot of sit-back offense kind of thing. Like, they're you know... When they're on offense, they're not generating the odd-man rush because they're not committing. They're not committing to the odd-man rush. And it's costing them, really. That's what's happening, is they're not committing to the rush. So they're not able to generate, 5 or 4-on-3s. The 4-on-3s are instead 2-on-3. So that's the problem we're having. Oh, now you're going to come by and join.
Let's go, Florida!
You're not even in. You have to be, Florida! Hey, now, you'd have to be sitting here in order to actually be in frame. Over there, it's not in frame. All we see is just your arm just...
It's over. It's done with.
Would you shut up? Clearly the Oilers have Florida exactly where they want them. Oh, man. But yeah, the problem is that, again, just harping on this fact, Edmonton had the right game plan the first 8 minutes. Then after that, they started playing cautious. They have the puck, and instead of sending 4 guys up to create a 4-on-3 or a 4-on-2, they're sending 2 guys to make a 2-on-2 or 2-on-3. And they're not able to generate the odd-man rush, which means Florida inevitably is going to take the puck away and send it the other way again, which just gives Florida more opportunities. It's just Edmonton's starting to play cautious. They're starting to play too cautious for Florida right now. And it's costing them. So that's the problem. And that's why I want to see Edmonton adjust and stop playing this we're too scared to let up a goal kind of game. Problem is that if you play scared, you're never going to create an offensive opportunity. In order to create opportunities, you got to be playing with some sort of sense of risk. And Edmonton's not doing that. Yeah, but if you can't but if you can't generate any odd-man rushes, Florida's defense is doing a great job at taking the puck away when you have the puck in the offensive end. So you need an odd-man rush to get a goal to get you on the board. Pickard. You got Pickard in there right now. So I think that's the problem that Edmonton needs to, resolve. So hopefully we see Edmonton, go back into a bit more of an aggressive form of offense because they need it. They need to play more aggressive. They need to play more up front. They got to take away any chance that Florida can take that puck back when they would have an odd-man rush. They're not doing that right now. So again, I'm concerned for Edmonton. Hopefully they realize the error in their ways and adjust accordingly, but I don't know if they do. So, we'll have to see. We will have to see. But I'm not convinced right now with Edmonton. I think they can do it. They just got to get back to the way they were playing the first 8 minutes of the game. Something changed, and they said we're going to stop playing that. They did. Sounds like a ringtone. Oh, they got Kutch on the plate for the Pirates now. Oh, go! Be gone! Home run! Solo homer for McCutchen. Actually, fun fact, I have a McCutchen and Jordy Mercer signed baseball. I got them both to sign it. I got a chance, had to have been, I think it was 2016. We had a chance, I had like 4th row tickets to a Pirates game right on third base. I mean, oh, incredible seats. Absolutely incredible seats. And before the game, you know, players will do autographs. So I got up there. I was able to get up there and get Andrew McCutchen and Jordy Mercer to sign a baseball for me, which was insane. I still have that ball. I found it when I was cleaning out the shelving the other day. So, woo! Let's see. Where are we at? You know what? Let's go ahead and let's check in with Doug Bott. Let's check with our senior correspondent, Doug Bott. Let's see. How's it going, senior correspondent Doug Bott? Here to give us an update on the Pittsburgh Pirates versus Chicago Cubs game? Let's see. Let's see what it says.
The classic rivalry between the Pirates and the Cubbies. As of June 13th, 2025, the score is 4-2 in favor of the Chicago Cubs. Seiya Suzuki hit a solo home run in the bottom of the 4th, putting the Cubs ahead with a breeze from Wrigley Field. Meanwhile, Pirates pitcher Luis Ortiz is battling on the mound, but it's an uphill battle at the moment. The Cubs seem to have the momentum right now, but the Pirates aren't going to go down without a fight. The Buccos have been known to rally late in the games, so keep your eye on how this matchup progresses. Pittsburgh might just have some tricks up their sleeves with a swift swing or two.
Interesting. Interesting. Ay. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see what happens here. Getting ready for the second period. I think Edmonton they need a back to basics kind of period. You know, there were a couple of calls we got a bot. You know, there were a couple of calls that maybe could have been called, maybe should have been called, but weren't called. You know, it's not the reason, but again, you know, it doesn't help if you're not playing the game you need to play. So, hopefully Edmonton can get back to basics and play the game the way it needs to be played. Right now, they're not doing much of that. Let's see. True Rose, anyone else think that Doug Bott's mom drank alcohol during pregnancy? You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. What? 1 to 2... Is this not updating? Brother. The Pirates didn't play a doubleheader today, did they? Did they? I don't think they played a doubleheader. Oh, they did? No? What? Huh? What? They're actively playing a game. I gotta watch this here. 1 to 2 final from earlier today. That's not live right now. Or was it a matinee? I'm wondering, was it a matinee? It might be a matinee. It might have been a matinee from earlier today that I just didn't realize. Yeah, the Pirates are not playing right now. Brother. I'm scared. I didn't have anything to drink. Maybe that's the problem. Because I'm here thinking that the Pirates are playing a game at 9 o'clock tonight in Chicago. And I'm sitting here clamoring about a home run in the top of the first. Almost like it actually happened, yet I didn't realize. What? Brother. I don't know. Let's check my bingo card. McDavid with a shot. Echo with a block. Oh, 10.5 blocks. Florida Panthers over half a goal. We're filling out my bingo card. In fact, let me do that. Oh no, that's just a face cam. If I do this and change this to NHL bingo, you guys can actually see this is my card. Over here. Not over here. Over here. Let me actually increase the size of my webcam here. Whoops. This. Now you can see over there is my bingo card for tonight. Now let's switch back over to NHL. We're getting ready for the second period. I gotta update this like right now. And here we fracking go. That's not right. And here we go. The Oilers are trying to get the puck out of the defensive end. Florida gonna dump it back behind the net. Power play is over. I did not realize power play was over. So here we go. It's gonna be Edmonton icing. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why not ice the puck? Ay, caramba. What are we doing? So let's see. 1933 in the second period. Edmonton gonna win the draw. Gonna try to send it out. Oh no, here's a chance. Kachuk shot. Not gonna go home, thankfully. Get it out of there. Goes back behind the net. Get it behind the net. Behind the net. Okay, they sent it out the other way. Florida keeping it back in. Oh my gosh, Bouchard, get it out of there. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. To the near side it goes. Battling for the puck. And Sam Bennett with a chance. Gonna pass it wing to wing. And let's see. Sending it out. Edmonton will. Here comes a chance, but again, 3-on-2. Or it's 2-on-3. One shot out of 3 by a forward tonight. For the record, for the Oilers. For the record. Battling on the near side. This is where you got to take the puck away, but you're not committing. There's 5 Panthers. All 5 of them are up there. And you only got 3 of your guys? Excuse me? You're playing too safe, Edmonton. Ekblad with the puck, moving it up the other way. And Edmonton going to try to get it out. Get it out of there. All right, so here we go. Going the other way. McDavid passing around to Scory Perry. And it's out of the zone. Here comes a chance. 1-on-1. That's Marchand shot. Not going to get home. This is wide right. Back behind the net to the near side. Battling for the puck. It looks like that's going to be Greer. Back out to the outside. That's someone. Battling for the puck. Back to the near side. Edmonton going to have it at center ice. Trying to move that puck up. And here comes Kulikov with the puck behind the net. Back to the near side. Moving it vertically. And they're going to dump it back in behind Pickard. And a shot. Quick shot after sending it out. Not going to go home. Battling again for that puck is Nugent Hopkins. Fighting around the corner, trying to get it out of there, and Edmonton will. They get the puck. Back to the far side, trying to send it out. They will. Scory Perry trying to get that puck. No, he can't. It's a 2-on-2 for Florida. Here comes Barkov with a chance shot. Not going to get home, thankfully, and on the rebound, not able to get home either. But Ekblad back behind to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe trying to find somewhere to go. Dancing with that puck. Gets it over to Reinhart. Moving behind the net as he tries to find somewhere to go. Verhaeghe goes down and takes someone down with him. That's Darnell Nurse that he took down with him. And here comes a chance. Edmonton on a chance, potential odd-man rush. Oh, no! And they're going to get a trip on Florida. Ekblad going to the box. And we got a bot. And there's the trip. Ekblad goes for a diving check and just gets just enough of the skate to cause a trip. So here we frickin' go, boys. All right, let's make it happen here. 2-minute power play for the Oilers. So here we go. They're playing Seven Nation Army. And here we go. The faceoff's going to be won by Florida. They're going to send it all the way out, back the other way. Back behind, a big collision behind the net. Edmonton, Bouchard moving it vertically out to the outside. Trying to find somewhere to go. Passes back. Edmonton now flying up through the neutral zone. That's McDavid. Passing wing to wing to Nugent Hopkins. Back to McDavid. McDavid collided on the far side board, or near side boards. Back to the back side. Draisaitl back over to Bouchard. Back over to Nugent Hopkins. Passing over to McDavid. Going behind the net. Chance. Here comes a chance for Bouchard. Shot. Not able to get it in. So again, Edmonton maintaining possession inside the zone. Got to keep it in there. They don't. They don't. Puck goes all the way back behind the net. Bouchard having to run it down. Minute left on the power play. Just over a minute, I should say. Oh, my word. Here we go. Going back the other way. And Nugent Hopkins working with the puck. Passed it back to Bouchard. Back to Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins over towards McDavid, I believe that is. Loses the puck. Back behind. And here comes Nugent Hopkins back to the far side. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Nugent Hopkins. Moving up vertically. Shot! And it's not getting shot. Oh my gosh. A battle for the puck on the far side. That was about as close as you're going to get without getting it in. Bouchard now 30 seconds left on the power play. Wing to wing. Nugent Hopkins back wing to wing again. Back on over to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go. Back to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins trying to find somewhere to go with 20 seconds, just over 20 seconds in the power play. Keeping it in. Back to Bouchard. Shot! Not going to get home. Deflection goes on the near side. Florida trying to get it out. And they will. Goes all the way back. Here comes Pickard trying to find somewhere to go with it. Having to play protection with the puck. Gets back to the net quickly. 3 seconds left in the power play. That seems like it will do it here. And full strength as the puck hits the netting. Oh my word. Florida's killing off these penalties like they're nothing. Florida's killing them off like they're nothing, really. They are. And it sucks. It sucks. So here we go. 14:41 to go in the second period here in Edmonton. So here we go. Battle for the puck. Edmonton has it in the defensive end. Trying to move vertically, and a broken stick flies into the zone as the puck goes out of play. Man. So let's see. Let's frackin' see. All right. So here we go. Florida with the puck in the defensive end, trying to move vertically, gonna dump it. But Edmonton trying to get it out of there. Gotta get it out of there. And it's a battle for the puck as Bennett tries to get it. There goes Rodriguez fighting for the puck. Bennett on the far side. Trying to find somewhere to go. Dumps it back in behind the net towards Rodriguez, but Edmonton will intercept it. Trying to move it back the other way. Gonna go a flip up. And Florida gonna get possession, sending it the other way. Here comes Ekblad. Or no, that's not Ekblad, that's Tkachuk. Sorry, moving back behind the net. And Bennett trying to get it, but Edmonton trying to hold on. Back behind the net now, working behind Calvin Pickard. Has to go out to the outside, rushing quickly. Here comes the other side, the Nurse moving up. towards the offensive end, but nowhere else to go. Has to just dump it in behind the net. We got a bot. And here we go, trying to get that puck out of there. Get it out of there, Edmonton. Get it out of there. Back behind the net. Gatchkovich going to send it back behind. Back to the near side. Here comes Kulikov out in front of the net. Chance. Not going to have a chance being pushed in. So here we go. Edmonton trying to get that puck out of there, but it's to the near side corner. Battle for the puck now going to be behind the net as at Florida. Moving back behind the net again as they were going far to near. Trying to back to the zone, back to Kulikov, back to the far side, up in, trying to get behind the net again. Edmonton racing for the puck, but not going to get there. Fighting and working for that puck behind the net, trying to get it. And Edmonton trying to hold it. Come on, get it out of there. Gotta send it to the near side, and Florida having possession. Here comes Kulikov, back behind the net again, where Edmonton will get possession. Florida going to go for a change. And the puck. No icing. Thankfully, no icing. They were able to wave it off. Battle for the puck on the far side corner. McDavid in the middle of that scrum, battling it out, trying to see if they can get it. And it looks like, oh boy, going the other way. Here comes Verhaeghe back to the near side. And it's going to be out of play. All right. Let's see, they're asking for an icing. Dang. The refs are talking it over right now. Oh yeah, that should be a penalty. Come on, penalty. Delay a game on Reinhart. Woo! Let's freaking go, boys! Reinhart still in the defensive end, flicks it over the glass, and we get the penalty. Let's fracking go, boys! Oh, man. We are ready to go. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's take a look. Oh. Might change the thumbnail again on a video. I might change the thumbnail on a video. Go ahead and download this. I'm trying to upload. I'm testing thumbnails on a video here as well. Because this video not really doing what I was hoping it would do. I don't expect a whole lot, but you know, I hope to get a little bit. Let's see here. Go ahead and do that and see how that does. Let's see. How's that look? Oh, we got a couple bots. All right, I gotta change the thumbnail real quick, and then we'll go back to the game. And save. There we go. So here we go. Let us frackin' see. I figured I'd test that out a little bit, see what happens. So here we go. Offensive zone face-off for the Oilers. Trying to see what they can do. McDavid at the face-off circle against Lundell. And the Oilers will have a chance. Shot! Not going to get home wide. Back to the near side, battling for the puck. Got to keep it in the zone if you're Edmonton. You can't afford to have to play chase like you did last power play. This is your third power play of the game. And a chance Another chance, not going to get home. Goes back out to the far side, but kept in. That's Bouchard finding somewhere to go. Back out to the outside. Going to go ahead and dump it back on in. Trying to find somewhere to go. And that is going to be Draisaitl. Back to McDavid. McDavid back to Bouchard. Bouchard looking for somewhere to go. Can he find somewhere? Going to send it over to McDavid. Or McDavid with a chance. Passing out to the outside. Chance again. Not able to get there, but a shot by Bouchard. Not going to get home. McDavid now behind the net. Trying to find somewhere he can go. Back to Bouchard. To the top of the zone. Back over to McDavid. McDavid back on over to the outside. Back to McDavid again. Trying to see if he can find somewhere to go. 1:10 remain on the power play. Chance. Shot not going to go home. Florida with possession. They're able to try and dump it out, but it stays in by Bouchard. Over to McDavid. McDavid with a chance. Shot. It goes off his own teammate and not going to get to the net. McDavid now trying to find Bouchard. Back to McDavid. Trying to take it in. Passing. Pass is blocked. Back to the near side. Back over to McDavid. Forsling was on the block for the record. McDavid now over to Bouchard. Bouchard back to McDavid. Moving vertically out to the outside. Puck goes back to the loose into the far corner. But the Oilers able to keep it in. That is Bouchard over to McDavid. McDavid over to the outside. It's going to be blocked. But here we go. Bouchard now top of the zone. Keeping the puck in the zone. 30 seconds left. This puck has stayed in zone the whole power play so far. Shot! Not able to go home. Out of play. Oh, man. Scory Perry. Little rattled after that. I guess the puck rattled off of him. Oh, man. Wow. That shot by McDavid would have gone in, but it went off of Corey Perry. Man. That is tough. Corey Perry blocking 2 Oilers shots. But again, this power play looking a lot better. They're keeping the puck in the zone. They're doing what they got to do. I got to update the bot counter because I didn't. All right, here you go. Oilers with the puck. Back, trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it towards the net, and Florida going to dump it out. So here we go. The Pickard going to send it back behind the net. And let's see. Here comes Darnell Nurse. 10 seconds remain on this Edmonton power play. Trying to get it in. Trying to see if they can get a shot off before the end of the power play. But it looks like Florida is able to send it the other way. They're going to control it. Full strength for both teams. Going to go back in behind Calvin Pickard. The Oilers going to try to take possession, but Reinhart battling for it back. Puck goes out to the outside. Moving up by Nurse. Over to the near side. Trying to find somewhere to go, but can't. Battle for the puck, and Florida takes possession in the defensive end. Trying to get it out now. Here comes a dump into the offensive end. Back behind the net. Edmonton going to take back possession here. Number 27, that's Kulak. But Florida trying to get the puck into the zone, into the offensive zone, and they will dump it in. Back behind the net, Nurse having to try to find somewhere to go. Back to the near side to Kulikov. Kulikov out to the outside, trying to find somewhere to go as he dumps it up around. Battle for the puck, and it's going to be taken in by Kachuk to the defensive end. Moving now in towards the offensive end, Rodriguez trying to get that puck. He's going to be stopped up, and Edmonton trying to move it back the other way. Come on, Oilers. Get it out of there. Get it into the offensive end. Create chances. Let's stay. Battle for the puck on the far side boards. Edmonton now with the puck. Here comes a chance. That is Wallman out to the outside, moving it in. Passing, trying to go behind the net, and Wallman keeping it in. Gonna dump it in back behind the net, back out to the outside. Gonna send it back again. Back behind Bobrovsky, battling for the puck. Florida trying to take it the other way. And they will. But no icing. No icing. Back to retrieve here now. Going back the other way. Edmonton sending it in. Gonna dump it in off of Bobrovsky. Back to the near side. Battling for the puck in the offensive end. But Florida trying to take that puck. And it looks like a battle is still ensuing. The Oilers trying to maintain possession. They're back to that aggressive style of hockey we needed to see out of them. And the loose puck, never mind, goes the other way. So Forsling going to go ahead and just dump it on in. Back to the near side. Battling for that puck. Edmonton taking it the other way. Here comes a chance. Draisaitl finds somewhere to go. Finds Wallman. Back to Draisaitl trying to get that puck. Shot! Not going to get home. And it's going to be gloved. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see here. How are we doing on this? holding a 15% CTR again tonight. Huge shout out again to Allians who are taking time out of your night. Greatly appreciative to Allians as we are having fun, watching playoff hockey, having a grand old time. So let's see. Let us see here. I'm gonna go ahead and have some 7-Up. And we'll wrap it up with an icy light, maybe, depending on how we're feeling, how we're doing, and how late this game is. Oh man. Oh, I'm making a mess. Jerry 7-Up. Real good. Got a bot! It's a bot! It's another. It's a bot. It's a bot. It's a bot. It's a bot. It's a bot! Okay, I need to look up a fix on how to filter out these bots. Let me see if I can actually do that while we're at a break here. How to filter out spam bots on YouTube. Okay, I think I found something here. There's a couple of ways to do it. I think I found a way to do it here. But it's a video. Let's see. So, let's see. Oilers with the puck in the offensive end now. Trying to move it around. Back behind the net. Draisaitl moving back to the back of the zone. Shot! Not able to get home. Back behind the net. Edmonton trying to get that puck back. Oh, a cut of collision right off to the side of the net. Man went flying. And the puck goes out. Start able to send it out to the guy who just went airborne on the ice. Goes back behind Bobrovsky. Back behind the net, Edmonton trying to keep that puck with Evander Kane. Moving it up now. Here comes Florida with a chance. Trying to send it in. Reinhart and Edmonton trying to battle it out for Hagee. Out on the near side, trying to battle for that puck again as well. And Edmonton got a chance. Got a chance trying to move it out the other way. 2-on-2. Draisaitl back to the back of the zone. Having a chance, and it's going to be taken away by Florida. Of course it is. Back now behind Calvin Pickard. And let me go ahead and pull this up over here so we can take a look at how we doing over here. With Darnell Nurse behind the net with 7.5 to go in this second period. Edmonton got to get something going here. Got to get something going. Now, they've prevented Florida from having a shot this period. But still. Florida trying to move the other way is Lundell. Back now for Hagee, I believe that is. Oh, here comes Marchand working with the puck on the near side. Moving out to the back in behind in the defensive end. Edmonton trying to go the other way. Seeing if they can. Gonna go ahead and try and flick it in. Out to the outside corner. Battling for the puck is Nico Mikkola. Back behind the net again comes, I believe, that is Seth Jones. Back now again. Coming the other way is Marchand with the speed. Into the zone. Having a chance, but he's going to send it back behind the net. Going back behind. Trying to make something out of this here. Passing. Here comes a chance. Shot! Not going to get home. Going now the other way. Edmonton trying to, but can't. As Schmidt keeps it in the zone. Back out to the near side. And a battle for the puck ensuing back out on the outside on the far side boards. Puck gets sent out the other way. Schmidt gonna take it away, sending it up vertically up to Bennett, and let's see what they can do. Bennett to Tkachuk, shot, not gonna go home. Back to the near side, or Bennett back over to, Tkachuk back to Bennett. And it goes back out of the zone. So here we go. Florida gonna go for a reset, gonna go for a little line change here. Back behind the net, Nurse going to keep it out of the hands of Bennett. As Edmonton trying to get it out, here comes the Oilers going to send it out, but Florida gets possession again. Puck goes now back behind the net. Nurse and Stetcher on long shifts, both over a minute and a half. Got to get a chance to swap them out. Hopefully they can. But nope, does not look like this is your chance as they're going to dump it back in behind the net. Got to get that puck out of there. You got to get an offensive run here because you got to get those guys off of the ice. You got to give them a chance to take a breather. So here we go. Florida keeping the puck in, wearing down Edmonton right now. Chance shot, not going to get home. And there's your chance, frozen by Calvin Pickard. There we go. Give this shot. I'll give it a little reload. See how we're doing. Well, I got a line. And let's go ahead and take a look over here. Let's see if we can find out how to remove the box. Let's see. Nightbot? Maybe Nightbot can do it? Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Let me ask ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT. I am currently live streaming to YouTube and getting bots spamming my chat with emojis. I have limited the spam by adding low mode, but how can I eliminate them? We'll go ahead and allow it to search. And we'll see what it does. So I want to get rid of these bots. I'm tired of having the bots in here. They create fun little jokes, fun little memes, but you know, everything has its time and place. Oh no! No, the Minecraft movie's coming to HBO Max? Brother! No, why not Peacock? Brother! I don't have Max, I have Peacock! Oh, let's see here. Okay. I can actually, I'm gonna try to get Nightbot in the stream here for the next stream. But here we go. We got a bot, another one, as the Florida Panthers are gonna try to move into the offensive end here. Let's go ahead and see Florida trying to get that puck as Edmonton's trying to get it out. In the defensive end of Edmonton, Florida trying to send it back behind the net. Come on, Edmonton, get it out of there. Here comes Reinhardt. Again, this is how Florida got the goals last time. Reinhardt now with the puck on the near side. Going back now, and that is Aleksander Barkov. Going to send it back out of the zone. Is Edmonton. Going to dump it out, though, and it's going to be Edmonton icing. Okay. So I think I'm going to add... Okay. Let's see. Let us see. So I think we are going to add Nightbot for the next stream. There's a shot by Marchand, not going to go home. Has the rebound. But Edmonton going the other way. Here's your chance. It was a 4-on-2, but you didn't commit. You went for a line change. Here we go. Edmonton trying to get that puck here. Here comes another chance, but it's a 4-on-2. Puck goes out of the zone. No icing? Brother! Bouchard couldn't have got there. Come on. So here we go, moving the other way, and Florida intercepts it in the neutral zone, trying to get it in the zone, and they will effectively, but Edmonton will hold possession. 4 minutes remaining here in this second period, and Edmonton trying to move it up the other way. Gonna try to send it in, and Florida gets possession. Shot! But Edmonton not gonna go home, and instead goes out of play. Draisaitl gets the puck to Perry. Perry's shot just could not get it. Yeah, I think we're going to add Nightbot to the chat here for the next stream. And I might see if we can get a custom name for Nightbot. So, we'll have to see. Actually, we could make Nightbot be called Dougbot. That way Dougbot is here in chat, and Dougbot is here doing what he got to do. That would be cool. That would be cool. Then we have Dougbot moderating the chat. We have Dougbot, you know, doing Dougbot's running all the behind-the-scenes stuff. So McDavid now wins the draw for Edmonton, trying to get that puck somewhere to go in the offensive end. Fighting for the puck back behind the net. I believe that's Draisaitl. Back to Ekholm trying to get it, but it goes out. This is Brad Marchand's 4th Stanley Cup final appearance. He won 2011 with Boston. But now, Florida trying to get that puck in back behind the net to Verhaeghe. But it's intercepted here by Bouchard, I believe that is. Trying to find somewhere to go. Puck's going to be going vertically with Edmonton. Here comes a chance. 4-on-3. You finally have the on-man rush, and you lose control. Edmonton still has possession, but you lost control, and now the puck's loose again. Bouchard now. Ekholm trying to find somewhere to go. Passes it up. Back behind the net. And here we go. Back to the back of the zone. And a chance. Shot. And it's going to be saved easily. Ay, caramba. Ay, caramba. Edmonton is just not playing well right now. I mean, they're playing all right. This period is a lot more like what I was wanting to see out of them. They're just not executing. They're not converting. Like, they're creating chances. They're just not. So here we go. Florida wins the draw, moving it the other way. But Edmonton trying to get it back. They do in the defensive end, trying to move that puck out. And they will, but they just have to dump it in. Come on, Edmonton. Puck goes back. And let's see. Edmonton trying to get that puck, but it's going to be taken to the offensive end. Edmonton now back behind the net, gets possession. Sends it around, over through center ice. Race for the puck is ensuing. On the far side corner, that is Evander Kane fighting for that puck and racing for it. Now we got a battle for the puck. Right out to the outside of the net. And Florida getting a chance. They're going to send it the other way. So here we go. Edmonton trying to get that puck. Florida sending it in. Just going to dump it back in, back behind Calvin Pickard. Now here comes Darnell Nurse trying to go somewhere with it. Having to go out to the outside. Trying to find somewhere to go after that pass. And the Oilers going to move up through center ice into the offensive end. Here comes a chance, but they can't control it. They can't control it. Now it goes back behind Pickard, and Edmonton having to get that puck out of the defensive end. They will, but Ekblad with the puck now for Florida as it goes back into the offensive end for Florida, and Greer sending it around to the outside. Edmonton taking it away, trying to send it up the other way. They can maybe as we get another bot in the chat. Go ahead and hide that, and sending it in. Here comes your chance for Edmonton, but Bobrovsky able to hold that puck away from him. Oh, man. So Florida is now going to ice the puck with 1:16 to go in the period. We'll have to see. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. Draisaitl wins the draw. Here comes McDavid. Passing it around and can't get it to Ekholm. Ekholm now sending it back in the back of the zone. And it goes out of play. Wow, that was a good chance of the pass. The execution just was not there. A good play design, just poor execution. Yeah, so here we go. 1:07 to go. Let's see, are they going to run the same play again? Yeah, let's see. Now McDavid has to take the draw against Barkov. And let's see, battling for that puck. Goes back in behind the net, and here comes a fight for the puck. As Edmonton takes possession. Shot! Not going to get home by Ekholm. Ekholm now with the puck. Dumps it back in behind, and Florida is trying to send it out of there. Ooh, they do. They do. But Ekholm with the puck, trying to work around with it as Florida takes it away. Comes it back in behind Calvin Pickard, and Bouchard passes the puck around. So here we go. Edmonton trying to go back the other way with it, but they can't get possession. 35 seconds remain here in the period. Ekholm now going to send it all the way around, almost going the entire length of the ice behind the net. Oh my gosh. High sticking on Edmonton. There's the penalty. High sticking. Oh boy. Not what you want to see. The high sticking on Draisaitl. Oh man. So let's see. Edmonton now needs to figure out how they can fix the problems they're having right now. So Florida now with a chance, 20 seconds to go in the period. Trying to see, dumping back behind the net. Oh, come on. Get that puck out of there. And they will send it all the way down to Bobrovsky. Oh, man. So, yeah, Florida's going to take a 2-0 lead into the locker room. All right. The Oilers have not led after the second period in this series. So, again, not all hope is lost yet. They have not led after 40 minutes yet. All right, there we go. What a surprise! Florida's going to start the third period on the power play. It's almost like they did this in the second period. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Edmonton needs to figure out how they can get goals. They played that second period a lot better. They really did. But again, they got to figure out how they can, do better. They got to do better. So, hopefully Edmonton can make something happen. But I don't know, I'm not too sold. I'm not sold right now in Edmonton. They're not really playing convincingly. Again, that period was a lot better, but they weren't able to generate a goal. They were pressuring the net the whole period. I mean, again, Florida only got, I think, 2 shots off this whole period. So, again, they played better, but not the way you want it. And that's the thing. Edmonton needs to figure out how they can convert these to goals. So, we'll have to see, but I don't know. I don't even know where you go if you're Edmonton. I mean, you had a really good period. You had a really, a phenomenal period. You just couldn't capitalize. You had a lot of chances. You just were not able to capitalize that whole time. And it sucks. Because, again, Edmonton played a really good 20 minutes there. They were being aggressive. They were keeping that puck. They were keeping the puck in the zone. There's another thought. I mean, again, Edmonton was just really playing well. The problem is that they just weren't able to capitalize. They were fighting in. They were getting everything they needed to, but they just could not get the goals. They were keeping the puck away from Florida. They were pushing the puck everywhere they needed to. They were getting shots off. They just could not convert into goals. For whatever reason it was, they just could not get the goals. And it's tough. It is tough. But eventually, you keep firing at the net, something's going to give. It only takes one to start a comeback. I mean, look what happened last game. Edmonton had a chance. In the second period, they got it going, and it just kept on running. So, we'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now because Edmonton is just, they're doing everything they can, just the chips just aren't falling where they need to fall. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. Ugh. I don't know. But yeah, we're here. End of 2. Trying to rock and rodeo. Let's see what else. Let's see what other sports stuff we got right now. Not probably a whole lot right now, but there might be some. Tennis. Oh, they're showing Classic NHL Penguins Flyers from 2000. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinal. The third longest game in Stanley Cup playoff history. 2-1 in the 5th overtime. Okay, so they got MLB tonight. That's converting over to Giants Dodgers. But yeah, right now I don't know. We got to see what Edmonton can do. Again, this is looking kind of like Game 4, but just Edmonton just could not generate stuff in the second period. Ugh. But yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what Edmonton can do. I want to see Edmonton get a goal, get something going. Again, they're not generating anything. They're getting opportunities. They're just struggling to convert. You know, I mean, they have opportunities, but they're not converting. So that's the conversion rate problem. That's a problem that Edmonton is trying to fix. But every time they've had a really good run at the net, Florida's taking it away, or Corey Perry gets in the way. But again, there were a couple of times on one of those Edmonton power plays that Corey Perry ate 2 shots from Edmonton. So, again, I mean, Edmonton really has been playing well on the power play. They had a good power play this period where they were really generating opportunities, but they just weren't able to punch it in. So again, Edmonton is doing good at generating opportunities. They did good this period at that, but they're not converting those opportunities, and it's frustrating. You know, it's almost like you see your team, your football team, you know, moving the ball. It's almost like, this is almost like the Steelers. Watching the Oilers right now is almost like watching the Steelers last year. They could move the ball, and then they stall out at the last minute. They couldn't finish the drive and get the touchdown. They had to settle for the field goal. Well, for Edmonton, they're moving the puck towards the net. They're getting the shots off, and they're trying to get in the goal, but they're not getting the goals. They're having to settle for the shot. What's happening? And it's frustrating because shots don't win games. You can fire up 100 shots on your opponent, but if you don't get a goal and your opponent scores 1 goal on 1 shot, you lose. So, I'm not saying it should change. It's just frustrating, you know? When you keep pouring out shots. Like that period, they outshot Florida. You know, I think it was what, like 8-2 or something like that? And again, Florida just doing really good. Bobrovsky pulling out some incredible saves. And the defense of Florida playing really well to make sure the puck doesn't have to get to Bobrovsky. And it's frustrating because, you know, it's like Edmonton is creating these opportunities, but Florida's just saying no. Saying no. Out of here. Away from me. So, we'll have to see. This third period is going to be absolutely critical. In fact, Let me just go ahead. I'm changing the title up a little bit. There we go. We're going to go ahead and change that. This period means everything. The third period is critical because if Edmonton loses this game, they got to win here. And they got to win, first off, at Florida. And then they got to come back home and win here. And it's a tough pull. It's a tough sell. It is a tough sell. So we'll have to see. But again, Draisaitl playing really solid. All the offensive cylinders are firing. For Edmonton, they're just not putting it in the net. They're firing in terms of they're creating opportunities, but opportunities don't mean anything at the end of the day. And there's a beer snake outside in Edmonton. Oh boy. So yeah, we are ready to rock and roll. Third period action should be coming our way in the next 5-10 minutes. We'll see. The Dwayne jet ski ad. There's a few ads that are going on right now that I love. I love the Dwayne jet ski ad, and I love the Limu, Emu, and Doug golf ad. Or like, yes, he's and like the guy's coming up, he's like, what you're gonna want to do? You're gonna want to save money with Liberty Mutual, or by bundling your home and auto with Liberty Mutual. The golfer's like, are you a caddy? He's like, no, I'm a Doug, and that's a Limu. And then the guy says, all right, I'm gonna putt now. All right, I'm gonna watch you putt. Thanks the putt. Oh, good birdie. And Doug replies, oh yes, he is a good birdie. Turns, he's like, oh no, Limu! The coach! Like, I don't know what it is about that app, but just something gets me. Something gets me on it. Oh yeah. But yeah, we are getting closer and closer to third period action. Nick Saban has a pretty cool one too with what's it called, with Verbo. That's another one I kind of like. But yeah, I'm hoping that Edmonton can at least make a showing. Even if they don't win, I want to see Edmonton get a goal. I mean, they always had a goal in the first period. There was an incredible shot. I thought it was a goal. I celebrated like it was a goal. Fans celebrated like it was a goal. It looked like it went in, but it didn't. It was on the other side. Oh, is this the golf ad? I was just talking about this one. Yeah. I don't know. I like this one. I like this ad. That's a good birdie. Limu! The coach! Oh boy. We'll have to see. Okay, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Taking a look though over at our poll over in the Chatterino. We have 7 votes on it, and it looks like we are at a 5-2 gridlock in favor of Edmonton despite the recent troubles. Now I have to say, if Edmonton wins this series, this is going to be the most remembered series in history. Edmonton finds themselves, they have not been leading a game in the second period, or at the end of the second period. They had descended to overtime a couple times to win. Oh, excuse me. You know, the 4 overtimes in 4 games. Plus, if we have any more overtimes that happen. So again, and you know, just the goalie drama with the Oilers. Is it Pickard? Is it Skinner? We don't know. Who's it gonna be? So, hey, Dwayne Jetski is signing a Gretzky jersey from a fan. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. He had the rings and the helmet. Oh my word. Ugh. Busy Bet's not hitting anything tonight. Oh, man. So, we'll see. We shall see. But hopefully, just hopefully, Edmonton can get something going in the third period. Oh, man. So we'll see. Edmonton has been on a fervor for coming back lately. So we'll see. We'll see if they come back again. And we're getting ready for the third period. We'll go ahead and go P3. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. And we shall see what Edmonton has in store for tonight. Hopefully they have a good third period comeback in store. But I do not know. I do not know how much faith we should have. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. All right. So yeah, we are getting ready for this third period action. I think we got a lot of Edmonton fans in the chat. I think a lot of people in this are rooting for Edmonton in this series. It feels like it because everywhere you go, it's like, oh yeah, I'm pulling for them. Then you got those hardliners that are like, I'll never root for a Canadian team. Never again. Bro, they deserve one. Canada deserves the cup once, at least. It's been 30 years. It's been so long since last they've won a cup. Lost to the America. And their team's behind the slaughter. I don't know. Oh, man. We'll see. Oh, man. Oh, we'll see. The Mayhem all-stay, those are always good. Those are always good, too. You never know what Mayhem's gonna do. So, we'll see. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll for the third period action. With Florida still on the power play. Hopefully not for, hopefully it will be for the whole minute 40 left. There's like a minute 39, minute 40 left on that power play. That Edmonton's gotta kill. If you go down 3-0 with this, only this third period, it is going to be a massive, massive uphill battle. It already is a pretty big uphill battle against Bobrovsky, but it's going to make it even worse. So, if you're Edmonton, you can't afford to let this... You cannot afford to let the power play go answered. Have to shut it down. Ugh. Because if you go down a whole 3-0 at the start of the third, it is going to be difficult to come back. Let's see. I missed. I'll get it later. But yeah, we're getting ready for the third period action. Let me know what you guys think for this period in the comments on the chat over there, because I am eager to see what you guys think. And I am thinking tomorrow evening going live on the channel for some sports, some classic sports gaming. I got a Wii emulator with a Wiimote. Whether I do NHL Slapshot, whether I do a coach mode franchise, I don't know for the NFL, but we'll see what I'm feeling tomorrow night and we'll go accordingly. So showing 2 periods worth of highlights so far, which of course Marchand on a goal, and then you had Bennett on a goal. Oh, So we're getting ready to go here with fresh ice to start the third period between the Panthers and the Oilers. So here we fracking go, boys. This is the game. This is the game. Yeah, Florida wins. If Florida scores the power play, it's going to be big. So here we go. Puck is going to be dumped in by Florida behind the net. Back over to the near side, racing for that puck. Edmonton has to get this power play killed ASAP with a minute 20 to go, just over that to go in the power play. And Florida taking the puck now in the defensive end. I believe that's Seth Jones trying to move up here. 3 teams with consecutive multi-goal comeback wins in Stanley Cup final history, and it was the Kings in 2014. So here we go. Trying to move that puck around is Reinhart, trying to find somewhere where he can go. Back around to the near side of Tkachuk. Loses control of the puck briefly, and Edmonton's going to take it the other way. They got a chance. They got a shorthanded chance if they so choose. That is going to be not Kulikov, the other Kug, whatever his name is, Kulak. But Florida takes it the other way. Edmonton going to have to take it in the defensive end. Kulak now behind the net, going to dump it around the near side. And all the way out it goes back to whoever that is back there. That is Schmidt. Schmidt now moving up. Going to go to the near side to Verhaeghe. Trying to get that puck, but it looks like Ekholm is going to take it and try to send it out. And he does send it out. He does successfully clear it. Back behind. Here comes Schmidt just in front of Bobrovsky. 15 seconds remain on this power play. And here we go. Moving back in behind Pickard, Calvin Pickard. And here comes Bennett with a chance. Shot, not going to get home. Back again. Edmonton, though, going to intercept the pass by Rodriguez. And they're going to send it out, and we're back to full-strength hockey. So Edmonton, McDavid with a chance. Can he get somewhere? But the Oilers, no, the Oilers lose it on a sloppy pass. Brother, what are we doing? So here we go. Edmonton trying to get a pass. Again, the passes are sloppy. Gonna dump it in, back behind the zone. And here comes Forsling behind the net. Trying to get that puck out of there. And he's gonna send it out successfully. But it's deflected by Lotharian, so no icing. So here we go. Edmonton not able to get the puck. Lotharian still with the puck. Trying to move back in behind the net, going down low to Marchand. Marchand gonna send it, trying to send it somewhere. Sends it back behind the net. He goes. No, he can't. And Edmonton trying to get that puck out of the zone. Can they is the big question, though. As it looks like Kulikov gonna no, he's not able to get it. Edmonton going the other way. And here comes a chance, but it's gonna be gone as he falls. Oh man, so here we go. Lotharian loses control to Edmonton. Here they go, trying to build a chance. In the offensive end, trying to find somewhere to go. Goes back in, sends it behind the net. But Barkov is gonna send it out, and Florida going the other way. So here they come. They send it into the offensive end for Florida, where Bouchard is trying to fight and get that puck away. Let's see. Reinhart trying to fight for that puck with Brown, but it goes back to Bouchard behind the net. Trying to see if he can move it. He's going to send it out to center ice, and it's going to be intercepted by Schmidt in the defensive end as they are going to try to move it up. Edmonton takes to the defensive end, tries to move it up again. Florida keeps it right back in the zone. Now it has to go back behind the net. Edmonton's going to send it out to the near side with Matthias Ekholm. And they're looking for icing. No icing, thankfully, because it bounced off someone. And Florida going to send it the other way, and that is an icing by Florida. So here we go, taking a look at the poll over there in the chat. If you haven't voted, vote. It helps us out a whole lot. Let us know who you think is going to win, because it's very simple. Everyone here has an opinion. Who do you think is winning Game 5? The Florida Panthers, who are currently up 2-0, or the Edmonton Oilers, who are currently down 2-0? The poll right now is split. It looks like it's 5 for Edmonton, 4 for Florida. So let's see. Edmonton with the puck in the offensive end, trying to see, and it gets deflected. Never mind. Back into the neutral zone they go, taking the puck back, and having to slow the game down a little bit. Just over 16 minutes remain in the third period. Edmonton moving it up through the neutral zone to the offensive end, but he can't complete the play, and Forsling takes over possession. And let's see, Edmonton now losing control. Here comes Bennett going into the offensive end. Gonna go back in behind the net. And trying to find somewhere to go is Rodriguez. Back over to Tkachuk, I think that is, but not gonna get there. No, it's not Tkachuk. But Bennett gonna dump it back in low behind to the near side. Marchand with the puck, trying to find somewhere to go as the Oilers are gonna get possession. And they're gonna send it out the other way. Here they go through the neutral zone, trying to get into the offensive end. That's Draisaitl, and it's offside. And it's offside. Freaking offside. Because why not? Another offside for Edmonton that kills momentum on a play like that. Draisaitl, he hesitated for just half a second. That half a second was enough to cause the offside. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. So here we go. 15.5 minutes to go in regulation here. Edmonton is down 2-0 in a pivotal game 5. So here we go. Florida taking the puck in the defensive end, but battling for it with Edmonton. And Bouchard able to keep it? No, he can't. He's able to keep it in the zone for like half a second. And now the puck's going to be in the Edmonton defensive end. They're going to try to get that puck out of there. That is Nugent Hopkins battling for the puck. Goes back in behind. Corey Perry behind the net, sending it out to the outside. Trying to move it into the offensive end. And now maybe. They're battling for it. Oh, we got a stoppage here. A little bit extracurricular. Can't tell what the stoppage was for. Not sure if it was an offside, out of play. I did not see where that puck ended up. Oh, boy. But here we go, getting ready with 15 minutes to go here. If you guys are enjoying the content, dropping a like, subscribe does help me out a whole lot. We're trying to hit 100 subs before the start of the NFL season. So it will be greatly appreciated. Totally free. So, it'll be appreciated. And just as we're chilling, let me go ahead and take a little refresh here, see how we are doing over here as we wait for the face-off. All right, so here we go. Florida moving it up their way, and it's going to be iced. All right, Florida hitting an icing. And let's see. Let us see here. And take a look at this and take a look at how it's doing. Okay, so not too much is changing. Okay. So yeah, we are ready to go. Bouchard on the ice. You got Bouchard with Perry. Draisaitl and McDavid, I think, is the line out there. And then you got, I think, Mattias Ekholm on the other defensive wing. Yeah, so Draisaitl taking the face-off against Lundell. And Edmonton winning the draw, trying to keep it in. You got to keep it in. They do. Never mind. Florida flings it out. Here comes Marchand going the other way, having a chance. And he takes a chance shot. Are you kidding me? It went in. Are you freaking kidding me? He had to come back from 3 goals down, which hasn't been done since 2006 on Thursday. And now we have to do it again in like 3/4 of a period. Oh man, it went right under the leg. Oh my word, it went right under the leg of... Oh my god. That went right under the blocker pad of Pickard. Marchand with an incredible move around Wallman. Brother, you can't do that! It was a dude in an Oilers jersey and he takes it off and reveals a Panthers jersey. Brother, you can't do that! So Edmonton now with the puck in the offensive end. They got to generate an opportunity off of this. And Brad Marchand with 6 goals this series. He is putting up a clinic on this team. Good try to send it in. Shot. And it's going to go wide. So back to the near side. Edmonton got to make something happen here. You got to make something happen here. You got to get something on this chance. But Florida sends it the other way. Here comes Barkov moving up. Trying to make something happen. Going to send it in back behind Pickard. Moving in to take the puck is going to be Kulak. Kulak trying to make a little redirect. Goes to the outside. Takes the pass. That's going to go to, I believe, Nurse. I could be wrong. And it's going to go right to Bobrovsky. Not going to get there. So it was Marchand with the goal. Lusterino with the assist for the record on that goal. But who cares? Anyway, Edmonton trying to send that puck up. And it's going to be dumped back out by Florida. Here comes Wallman. Takes a nasty hit on the near side boards by Bennett, I think. Moving up now. Here comes Edmonton with a chance. Trying to find somewhere to go. Wing to wing. Takes chance shot. And not able to get there. Bobrovsky was down, and that was your chance, but couldn't get the rebound. And here comes Marchand trying to do the same exact play again. Thankfully, they stop it that time. Sending it out, and let's see. Edmonton trying to move that puck up in. Here comes McDavid. Chance shot. Not going to get home. Unable to get the rebound. Draisaitl was not able to pick it up. Going back into the zone, back behind the net. Trying to get the puck is Edmonton. This is crunch time. It stays in by Perry, but it looks like Seth Jones taking that puck and sends it right back out. Edmonton having to regroup, taking the puck in the defensive end. Gotta get that puck moving. You gotta keep it moving. 13 minutes to go in regulation. Here comes a chance, trying to move it into the zone. Gonna dump it back behind the net is Ekholm. Perry trying to get that puck and ends up going to Bouchard. Bouchard over to Draisaitl. I think shot, not gonna get home. And now let's see. McDavid with the puck takes a hit, goes back over, and here comes another chance. Shot by McDavid, maybe. He shoots and scores! Connor McDavid puts Edmonton on the board. And just like that, we got a 3-1 game with a quick response by McDavid. Just like that. McDavid, incredible pass wing to wing. It has to go back to Bouchard. But there's going to be Draisaitl and Bouchard on the assist for McDavid. Let's frickin' go. We're on the board. Draisaitl. Oh, man, that was a nice pass. Reinhart hits McDavid as he gets the puck and takes it right behind Bobrovsky. Let's go. So here we go. McDavid in the faceoff, or at center ice here for faceoff. I believe it's going to be Draisaitl on the draw, though. Yeah, it's Draisaitl on the draw. Again, that's going to be Barkov. And Edmonton going to win the draw, having to chase it down. That's McDavid's first goal since Game 5 versus Dallas. He has been silent for about 5 games. And here we go, moving the puck. Edmonton with Bouchard trying to get it up vertically. And they're slowing it down a little bit. I don't know that I like this. McDavid trying to do some work. Over to Bouchard, trying to get into the zone, but Florida trying to keep it out. Here comes chance shot. Ooh, missed the shot. And got a stoppage. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. And of course, the fans celebrating in Sunrise goes, oh, they scored. Wow, who cares? Well, they are stepping away. I gotta step away for about 2 seconds. I gotta run and use the bathroom. Or hobble my way there. Whatever. We're back and ready to go. Face-off is going to be won by Florida. They're going to try to move it up the other way real quick here. Going to send it back in and into the defensive end. Edmonton has to try to fight for this puck back. Trying to see what they can do, and it looks like Barkov with a chance. Gonna pass it back, shot by Reinhardt, and he scores. Of course he freaking scores! Of course he scores! Yowzers. Of course he scores. That is not what you want to see. Edmonton has a defense issue. Edmonton has a defense issue. It don't matter who's in net. Oh my word, Edmonton. Problem is, Edmonton needs to have the gas. They need to have the offensive gas, and they're not. Marchand now working back behind the net, trying to find somewhere to go. Pass to the top of the zone. Back up in behind the net. Here goes Lundell back around to the other side. And the Oilers are going to send it out here. Here comes... Never mind. Moving the other way is Lundell. Going to dump it behind the net. And Losterinen trying to get that puck. Lundell joining the cause. And it looks like it's going to be Tkachuk fighting for the puck now against Kulak on the board with Nugent Hopkins in there. And let's see. Puck goes out. And it's going to be a chance by Rodriguez. Shot. Not going to get home. Edmonton has to take it out the other way. Can they? Good. They get it out there. Puck is lifted high. And Florida's going to get possession in the defensive end. Let's see. Landon Zimmerman in the chat. Let's go, Bolts. I don't think the Bolts are playing tonight. So does that mean you're on Team Florida today? So are you on Team Florida to support your state, or are you on Team Edmonton to spite your in-state rival? I'm kind of curious on that. Kind of curious where you fall on that, man. Because I got reasons for rooting for Edmonton. I'm pulling for Edmonton because I spent 4 years. So normally the Pens are my top team, but I spent 4 years at the in the home city of the ECHL affiliate. Rooting for Edmonton too. I feel you, man. I like it. I like it. But yeah, I spent 4 years out in Fort Wayne where the ECHL. Let's see. Going back behind the net. And, ooh, battling for the puck. Come on, Edmonton. Get that puck in the offensive end. You have a chance. They do, and they can't control the passes. Oh, man. So Florida going the other way now. Here comes another chance for Heggie. And he's unable to maintain control at least. Bouchard now behind the net. So let's see. Just over 10 minutes to go in this third period. Still down 3 goals. Honestly, wish the Bolts went through. You know, I think that anyone would have preferred that. But again, this matchup, the way it's been, we couldn't have asked for much better. I mean, it's frustrating when you're on the losing side of this. But, like, this has been a great series to watch. But now forcing with the puck in the defensive end. Moving it around through the neutral zone. Come on. Get that puck back, Edmonton. But yeah, I mean, right now, I'm pulling for Edmonton because I spent 4 years in Fort Wayne where the ECHL affiliate to the Oilers lies. So 2 layers below Edmonton is the Fort Wayne Comets. So, you know, if the Penguins aren't in it, that's the closest I have to a hometown team, so to speak. Otherwise, I'd be rooting for Florida because, you know, America team. But let's see, moving the puck out. Come on, get that puck out of there, Edmonton. They have possession now in the defensive end. They got to move it quick. Got to move it down quick. McDavid, I believe, is the one with the puck. Come on, moving vertically. We got a bot. It's a bot. Another bot. That's number 20. And let's see, up the boards here. Edmonton trying to move that puck. Come on. Moving it in now. Chance in the offensive end, but Florida has possession now. Going to try to take it the other way. And Edmonton takes it in the defensive end. Come on, let's move this puck, Edmonton. Let's get the puck. You have a chance in the offensive end, but you're not taking the puck out. You're just playing a dump and chase. So Greer going to dump and send it back behind Pickard. And let's see, Edmonton got to move that puck out. They're trying to, but Florida has possession. Forsling going to go ahead and dump it back in behind the net. And Edmonton got to get possession, but they don't. And Florida keeps it in the zone. Oh boy. So Kulak now with the puck, gonna dump it out, and Florida's gonna take possession on the defensive end because we can't control our passes. So Edmonton trying to figure out how they can get an attack here with 8 minutes to go, down 3. They gotta act fast, and they're not. They're not. So here comes Matthias Ekholm moving the puck. Goes to the near side of Bouchard. Bouchard with the speed. Over to the middle of the ice. Taking a chance, but can't get the pass through. And it goes right to Forsling. Taking the puck out now. 2-on-2. Marchand trying to get that puck back behind the net. He does. Carefully trying to move that puck around. And Edmonton will send it out, but Florida dumps it right back in. So let's see. Edmonton got to get that puck out of there. Come on. They will. Going to go wing to wing. Going to go ahead and dump it in around behind the net. But Florida's going to get possession intended the other way. Let's see. Game 5 winner wins. Series tied 2-2. 73.1% win rate. Uh-oh. Let's see. And looking at a trip. Come on. Where's the trip on Rodriguez, brother? That's tough. That was a trip on Rodriguez and it wasn't called. Puck goes back in behind the net and battling for the puck on the far side. Marchand's involved, I think it is. No, it's Reinhardt, my bad. Saw the 3 and I assumed it was 63, not 13. So here we go. Edmonton with a chance, trying to move the puck up. Shot, no, goes wide. Having a chance now, but they can't control the rebound. Oh my gosh. The puck goes deep back into the zone. 6.5 to go in regulation. Down by 3. Edmonton's got to figure out how they're going to do it here. You got to figure out how they're going to solve this. They're going to try to dump it in around. Here comes a chance. Gonna send it around Janmark, and Florida takes it the other way. Florida's just playing a big old dump game. They're playing a very conservative defensive game to just dump. Get the puck to the red line and dump. Then regroup. Get the puck to red line, dump, regroup. That's what Florida's doing right now. So they can keep 4 guys back in the zone. And Edmonton just iced it with just under 6 to go. Why not? Icing is fun, right? It sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So here we go. Edmonton loses the draw. Marchand now with a chance. Trying to go back behind the net. And he can. Goes to the near side. Shot. Not going to go home. And it's going to be stopped by Pickard. Or Calvin Pickard. Oh my gosh. Edmonton, what are we doing? 5:46 to go in regulation here. Probably in the game because, let's be real here. I don't even know any more to say. I mean, Edmonton, it's a defense problem. It's a defense problem. The defense is breaking down just like it did for Stuart Skinner. Whenever the switch happened, they played great. Switch then wore off because Calvin Pickard was the starter. And all of a sudden, they start playing like they did for Stuart Skinner. So, I don't know. I don't know. So we'll have to see, but I don't even have words for Edmonton right now because it's just so disappointing. They're forcing the offense to have to play fire, and the offense just is not able to fire that much on Bobrovsky. You're getting shots off, but Bobrovsky's making incredible stop after incredible stop after incredible stop. So Edmonton's just not able to get the goals. So not really much else I could say on that because it's a defense problem. The defense is breaking down, which is allowing these high goal totals that Edmonton has to meet, and they're not. The offense is just not able to. Yeah. And some of these goals are just crazy that Florida's getting too. Florida's getting a little bit of luck on their side. Ay, ay, ay. So we're back here, ready for more torture. And let's see. Edmonton wins the draw, moving it up. Gotta get a chance, and Florida keeps it out of the zone. So let's see. Here comes Florida, gonna send it in, and oh my gosh, Florida's gonna have possession of the offensive end. Goes back behind the net. Barkov battling for that puck. Edmonton gonna send it wing to wing, and Florida's gonna take over at center ice and dump it in. Here we go, taking the chance. Taking the puck is Wallman. Gotta get it out of there. Gotta move that puck. And they will with 5 minutes to go. Edmonton quickly trying to move in the other way. Goes wide behind Bobrovsky. Chance! Unable to get a shot off on that. And the puck gets sent out. There goes Calvin Pickard. The Oilers are going empty net. Come on, we saw the empty net work last time. Let's make it happen again here. Back in behind the net. Florida trying to make something happen. Trying to get that puck away. Is Edmonton shot? No! No! Off the post! That's the second time tonight we've had a goal that close and it didn't go in for Edmonton. Brother. So McDavid around on the near side. That's going to go to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go. Back to Ekholm. Back to Bouchard. Back to Ekholm. Ekholm finds someone on the outside. And oh my gosh, here comes the chance. Here comes the shot. Moving it around. Losterinen, Marchand goes behind the net. Edmonton's got to get that puck out of there. And come on. Here we go. Over the near side. Draisaitl moving vertically, trying to get into the zone. Going to dump it in. And Florida giving chase. Back behind. Ekblad has the puck. Battle for the puck's ensuing. To the near side. Edmonton has the puck. Moving over to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go. Wing to wing. Gotta find somewhere there. Gonna move it up vertically. Trying to move it in. Shot! Shot again! Shot! Not gonna get in. All of them. One of the last one wide. Battle for the puck. Goes to the near side. Where Edmonton trying to get possession. Goes back to Bouchard. Shot! Not able to get home. And it's gonna try to go back the other way. Gonna dump it in. Again, Edmonton. Offside. Oh boy. Wow, that just was a bad bounce off the goalpost. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. That is 2 goals tonight. We saw 1 goal that wasn't a goal because it was just on the other side. It looked like it went in. It didn't go in. And then we saw that one that took a bad bounce off the post. It hit right where you needed to, but it was just a little bit on the wrong side that sent it out. Ay, ay, ay. It's tough. It's just tough. I don't know. I just don't know. Edmonton's trying. They're a victim of bad luck tonight. They're a victim of rough defense. And again, just breaks are going Florida's way tonight. How it is. For whatever reason, all the breaks are just going Florida's way. You know, Florida's playing incredible. About, 2 or 3 of those goals were really great shots. But on those great shots, a couple of them, had a little bit of luck involved. That, one deflection goes a slightly different way, or one interaction of, like, the last Marchand goal, one interaction in that little mess occurs a slight bit differently, and all of a sudden, kaboom, you don't have a goal. So, it's tough whenever you're not playing the perfect defense against Florida, and all of a sudden, you make one little mistake that just screws you over. Oh. So here we go. The Oilers at center ice for the faceoff, and a broken stick. So let's see. Draisaitl broke the stick, going back for another set. Knobloch did pull the goalie. Goalie's back in. And yep, Pickard's ready to jump. He's ready to jump out. As long as Edmonton wins the draw, he's moving back out. So here we go. Edmonton wins the draw. Moving it up. And there goes Pickard, empty net. Here comes a chance for Edmonton trying to make something happen. Back to the top of the zone. Almost lose it. Oh my word. That almost went out. Passing around. Got to find a way to get out of there. Having a chance. Not able to get there, but a chance. Kept it in. Shot. He scores! Scory Perry. Sorry. Scory Perry. From the top of the zone. Slap shots it right by Bobrovsky. Beautiful, beautiful play there. The Oilers make it 4-2. We're within 2 with a couple minutes to go. Let's frickin' go. We got a close one here. Look at that beautiful shot by Scory Perry right over the left shoulder of Bobrovsky. He knew he saw his spot. He picked his spot. He knew that's where he had to shoot it. So 3:13 to go. Down by 2. You gotta think you gotta think Skinner or Pickard's going as long as you win the draw. And Edmonton trying to move the puck in. Not able to control it though, so Pickard's not going. And there goes Pickard. He's starting to run. And there he goes. 6-on-5 again. Edmonton trying to make it work twice. Florida dumps the puck out. But Edmonton able to keep it at center ice. Come on, Oilers. And we got to stop it because we'll play by high stick. All right, so Pickard going back out. Oh, boy. So Pickard going back out. And Florida wins the draw. Back behind the net. And let's see. Battling for the puck back behind Pickard. This is exactly what Florida wants. Oh, man. Edmonton trying to move the other way. They can't. I think Pickard's getting ready to go back to that bench. Puck's going the other way. There goes Calvin Pickard. Empty net. Florida gets the deflection here, but Edmonton maintaining possession. Bouchard out to the outside. Wing to wing. Trying to move it up vertically to create a chance. Goes back behind the net. Back to the far side. Back to the back of the zone. Going to be kept in. Taking a chance. Shot. Oh, it was a wide open net, but he couldn't get the shot off. Bouchard now trying to maintain possession at the top of the zone. Having to maintain possession in the neutral zone as the Panthers are being aggressive to try and get that empty netter. The Oilers going to go ahead and dump it in. Back to the side of Bobrovsky. Battling for the puck back behind the net. There goes Seth Jones going to send it in. And the Oilers now having possession at neutral or at center ice. Moving into the offensive end. Corey Perry involved in this push. But the Lust Arena has it and sends it the other way. And it's going to be an icing by Florida. We have 1:39 to go. Down by 2. Empty net for Edmonton. And man, that was a rolling puck that McDavid could have had a chance to just bat it in. He just was not. He was not in the right place at the right time. So here we go. 1:39 to go. Empty net for Edmonton. Oilers calling the timeout. Okay. Here we go. Oilers using the timeout. Bobrovsky going for a little skate. Going for a little skate of his own. Having a little fun time. Enjoying what he's doing. And let's see what the Oilers got in store for game plan after this timeout. You got to think they have something good drawn up. The Panthers trying to make a good play, a defensive play of their own. So here we go. The Oilers still keeping with the empty net, I would presume. Maybe? I don't see the empty net graphic, so I'm pulling it down myself. Nope, there it goes. It is back up. Okay. But I didn't think on a timeout you could put your goalie back in. So here we go. 1:39 left in regulation. Can the Oilers pull this off? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Can the Oilers pull this off? Our chat poll is at 50-50. It's split right down the middle. Right down the middle on 12 votes. So here we go. Face off here in the offensive end. Oilers have 6-on-5. Draisaitl on the draw for Edmonton. And gonna win the draw. Here comes a chance for Edmonton. Bouchard takes a shot. Not able to get home. Recovering the rebound though. The Oilers gonna keep it in the zone. Back in behind the net to the near side. And fighting for the puck. Trying to battle here. Gotta get that puck over to Bouchard. Gonna send it in. Shot! Not able to get home. A chance on a deflection. Not able to get home. And there goes the empty net goal. End-to-end empty net goal. That's going to do it. Lostarinen on the goal. End-to-end. Who cares? Wow, Lostarinen just flings it up and hopes for the best. And that goes right in. Wow. Wow. You gotta think, are you pulling the goalie still? You still playing that game? Or are you just gonna take your pill? Or are you gonna take your medicine? If I'm Edmonton at this point, I'm considering taking the medicine. We'll see. A chance, trying to wrap it in behind the net. And yeah, they're not pulling the goalie. Takes a chance, shot, and it's gonna be frozen by Bobrovsky. See. It's Stuart Skinner going into Game 6. It is going to be Stuart Skinner in Game 6 for the Oilers. And he's talking about Skinner right next to him. And he just name drops like, I think you got to go back to Skinner in Game 6. Just name drops them. Final 50 seconds of this game. Got to get out of here with no injuries at least. Just try to give yourself a chance in Game 6 to send it to a Game 7. And here comes Florida going the other way. They're just going to dump it in, let Edmonton give chase. Because they know it's over. Edmonton knows it's over. And let's see. Gonna dump the puck in. Edmonton trying to give chase a little bit. As Schmidt taking the puck. And gonna dump it out. So Edmonton just kind of waving the white flag here, taking it in the defensive end. Not really going for it. Got a bit of a tussle at center ice here. Chuck getting involved. Greer involved. Frederick's involved. Wow. This is the first time we're seeing it. Frederick getting involved with Greer. Greer just whooping him around. And Janmark gets in, tries to fight. They're calling game. And just like that, final score 5-3 in Edmonton. It is not feeling great. Edmonton really just, the problem is that it's a defense issue. It's not a goaltending issue. Both goalies are doing the same thing. It's the defense. I mean, the defense is giving up too many opportunities and too many clear shots and clear shooting lanes. You know, they played well the second period. They played well the first 8 minutes of the game. But again, they just got in their own way. They struggled themselves a little bit. And they had those issues. They had those problems. I mean, granted, Florida is an incredible team, and some of these plays, like the Marchand goal to make it a 3-0 game, that was an incredible, incredible goal by Marchand. You know, it's tough to be frustrated on it, but it's easy at the same time because that was such a great play by Marchand against you. So Florida walking away victorious tonight, 5-2 final score. Tomorrow I will be going live at some point in the afternoon to evening. Where I will be going live doing some, some sporting games, classic games in the Wii. It's either going to be NHL Slapshot, which should probably be NHL Slapshot because, hockey, or it might just be coaching in Madden. So we'll see what I end up doing with that, but I will be live tomorrow. And I guess if you guys did enjoy, smash like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. I'm gonna try to get something to eat real quick before it gets too late. And I guess with that, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.